Yeah, I got the signal. I got the signal. We are live. We are live, you guys. So, RT Bear here coming to you live from Hack Shack Studio with my potato cam. I'm using my old computer setup because my new computer setup that I spent a fortune is not quite doing what it's supposed to do. So we're just going to have to deal with this old technology and struggle through this thing. So hopefully it's not too bad. My apologies. I am trying to, update everything and get you guys a better quality show, and we'll eventually get there. But yeah, I got all the usual suspects in here. I got Andy Smith. I got Graham Nolan. I got Aaron Lepresti. I got Dan Fregaboom. And of course, Billy will, he'll show up whenever. Yeah. So yeah, we're going to do the Bro Show, and we're going to do duos, like iconic pop culture duos. So that could be anywhere between like Batman and Robin to like, I don't know, Sonny and Cher, or, Wayne and Garth, or, Abbott and Costello. Like we can get into some weird niche stuff, Bonnie and Clyde. I have like a top 35 that we can go over, but I really want to see, the reason I like the Bros so much is I want to see what their picks are, because we all have like unique insight on these things. And it's going to be interesting to see what those guys pick. They always blow me away. So let's get in the chat a little bit. Sorry, it took a little time to get things going. We were waiting for Aaron this time. So we got him. So we got Chris. What's up? Hey, all. We got Randy Howe. Hey, Randy, thank you so much. You were doing the Lord's work with that wrench. I do appreciate it. We got Paul Taylor. We got Lobo. The Lobo. We got Citizen. We got Past Master. He's ready with the wrench. Let's see. Randy says, did Aaron say it is starting at 7:30 p.m. Eastern? I don't know what's going on. I never do. But you know what? The thing is, Aaron's here, so that's good. That's a good thing. All right. I think I touched base. Well, we got Squibs. Howdy. I just want to say, we got Crazy Cat. Crazy Cat. He's got a wrench too. So we got 3 wrenchers in the house. That is good, because we are going to be sharing out some links, you guys. We got a lot of campaigns going strong, and Black and White Sins of the Father V3 just launched yesterday. And we are doing killer right now, and we'll go over all the campaigns and stuff like that in a bit. We got Flatty. How do you say this? Venobite, Yo, and we got Robert Doom. Oh, I thought it was Doom. Robert Doan. All right, I think that. Oh, we got Nordic Nerd, the Nordic Nerd. We got Marcus Kellegrew. All right, we got a full house here. Let me get the guys in here. I'm sure that their cameras will be way better than mine. First, always first, the first man, Mr. Andrew Smith.
Hello. Feels like I just saw you last night.
You did. We get around. Yeah.
By the way, so before you changed your camera, you were at that desk to my left on the screen, facing that way?
Yeah. So my background was over here. Well, yeah, it was over here. Actually, no, it was not. It was right here. The setup was over here, and the backdrop.
Did you change the room?
Yeah, my whole layout's different. Yeah. I actually got rid of my drawing board, actually. It was a huge glass board taking up a lot of space, and I never really use it anymore. I just have a laptop so I can watch, YouTube and stuff like that. So I got rid of that big thing. I'm going to keep it. Hopefully my daughter, she's an artist, she'll want to use the table, once I'm dead and gone, maybe. Who knows?
Sure. It'll be in a museum.
Yeah, it'll be in a museum somewhere. So we got Mr. Monster Ivan. He escaped for this episode of the Bros.
Hello.
Yeah.
What's happening?
You're a convict. You escaped.
The most hated man in CG today.
Oh, that's yeah. If you want to go into that, we can. But if not, it's okay.
That's okay.
Yeah, they came for you. I can't believe they're still around, but anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah, Monster Island's going long, going strong, and the book looks fantastic.
Thank you. Thank you.
Oh, go ahead.
We launched the Trump cover on Monday on Veterans Day, and that's been doing great. People are loving that Trumpy cover.
Yeah. I hope this is a sign of the economy recovering. People rallying, spending money again. Dropping money on the Trump stuff. I think it's fantastic. We went out after the Trump election, after he won. And this place has always done well, as far as restaurants and things like that. But when we went out, my wife and I went out for lunch, everything was packed. You know what I mean?
Wow.
So I think people are getting out, feeling good about things again and spending money. So
that is stock market go up.
Yeah.
That's going to continue to, do that. But it's confidence. It's that confidence that, we're going to be on the right track now. I don't have to hold on to every little penny because, taxes are coming down.
Yeah.
Right.
And Bidenomics, which apparently isn't working. They have some ego on them, right? They actually coined it like it's Bidenomics, we're doing well. It's like, no, everything's twice the amount as it was 4 years ago. This is crazy. All right. Okay. So the next guy, I think he drained his Thunder Weasel. He's ready. He's all dry. He's got 2 hours in him without using the restroom. Mr. Wraith of God.
Did you say 20 minutes? He's got 20 minutes for you.
Oh my God.
Yeah, he's got. Well, he's an old.
Remind me never to tell Art anything personal because I would hate for.
We all know Aaron's packing depends during
Wasn't
streams.
that an AC/DC song, Thunder Lizard? Or Thunder?
I think it's
Thunderstruck.
Well, Thunderstruck. My bad.
Aaron, at least
Thunder
it's a
Weasel.
compliment. Thunder
Okay,
Wizard or Lizard. It's better than Thunderworm.
Thunderworm. That's creepy though. Thunderworm. I don't like that. Yeah, I like Thunder Weasel or or whatever. But anyway, I'm sorry, Aaron. I didn't mean to embarrass you. But you
didn't embarrass me. It cracked me up. I was like, well, let's be frank. Let's be honest about where Aaron was just at.
Always honest.
We keep it true and real here, Aaron.
Yeah, Hey, I want to ask
baloney stuff.
Graham, I want to ask you real quick. So you're closing out tomorrow, is that right?
No,
he's still live.
Oh no, I'm sorry, Thursday.
Well, Friday is the first 30 days.
Oh, okay. So you're not. I was worried about you and Malin both closing on Thursdays, and I was like, good.
Well, no, isn't Malin doing it closing Friday or is it Thursday? Because I'm closing the same day as Malin.
Yeah, he's Thursday. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Then it's Thursday.
Oh, okay. Because I just want to let you know, if you're doing a stream over there, I'm getting a crown on one of my teeth on Thursday afternoon. So I don't know what kind of shape I'm going to be in.
Oh, yeah, sure.
I'll try and come on.
Oh, no, that'd be even better. Hello, everybody.
I'm watching
Wraith of God.
Oh, my gosh. There's nothing more terrifying.
The stroke phase.
I thought Wraith of God was scary. When they told me how much this crown cost, that was terrifying.
It's nuts.
I believe it.
Oh, wait. Let's take guesses.
Okay. Yeah, you first, Graham, then Andy, and then I'll guess.
Okay, this is one crown.
Oh, but wait. We got to get Dan in here. We got to get Dan in here.
Dan's back there. He's falling asleep.
Yeah. He's falling asleep.
Dan's like, I know how much it costs.
Yeah,
I know exactly how much it costs because I had one.
Okay, then you'll be last. You'll be last.
I'll be last. But Art, congratulations on your launch. And Andy, thank you for this Quarter-Wrath t-shirt. It is so fucking comfy. And I get compliments on it all the time by ladies, not scary men. And in when I was in Tennessee, somebody said, Quarter-Wrath, hey, I'm friends with Andy and Dennis. And I go, so am I. And then he said, tell Dennis he needs sleeves. So.
No, I know who you're talking about because he messaged me and said he saw you. And I was like, oh, that's cool.
That's cool.
You know.
Aaron Drool.
Yeah, that's coming.
All right, so we'll go with Graham, Andy, me, and then Dan will probably nail it.
Okay, so wait, Art, is it a molar?
Yes.
Oh, I'm sorry. Aaron, it's a molar.
All the way in the back. Yep.
All the way in the back.
Top left.
Okay.
top left, all the way in the back.
$3,000.
No, oh, he's not going to answer. Okay,
He can't
Andy.
give a face because
Right.
we are guessing. So
Yeah. So you got 3.
is it my turn?
Yeah.
Are we doing prices right where whoever's closest without going over wins?
Just
We could.
closest.
Close.
Fine.
You just want to win. That's all you care about.
It's just a game.
Yeah.
It's just a game.
Dipshit,
It's just a game,
of
Andy.
course.
Just a game.
$47.50.
Oh,
$4,750.
$450. Okay. So
Nope,
I,
$4,750.
what?
Yeah,
$4,750.
Oh my gosh, you're gonna play.
I'm
that
being a
game.
little more. Hey, I had to take my kid to get a stupid cavity filled today, so
Well, I'm gonna go straight 4. So I'm gonna go straight 4 because I think the last time I had one done, which was quite a while ago, it was like $2,000. So I know it's expensive.
What was
And
my guess? 35?
yours was? I think it was straight 30.
I thought it was
No, I mean 3,000.
3,000?
3,000.
Yeah.
Okay.
What do you got? What do you got?
Hey,
Dan?
hey, Aaron, are you gonna? Is it gonna be done in one fell swoop? Like they're gonna go in and they are. Okay, so you're not seeing an endodontist or anything like that.
No, I'm just going to the dentist, and he's going to put a crown on. Because he found 3 cracks in my molar yesterday at my dentist.
You know what? That's a sign of stress. You've been gritting your teeth.
Well,
What's cheaper, crown or getting the molar yanked out?
No, you
Well,
want the crown.
yeah,
you
you
want
wanna
the
save
crown.
it.
It's I'm gonna say 3,200.
Okay, 32. What is it?
you guys actually made me feel better. It's only $2,000.
I should have went with $2,000 because I said it. I said
Wow,
it's
the
still
way
only
you were
$2,000.
talking it up, you made it sound like it was really
Dude,
expensive.
$2,000 is
I mean,
a lot of
$2,000
money.
blows.
$2,000
Don't get me
grand.
wrong.
$2,000 is a lot of money.
But think about this,
I
Aaron.
know.
Aaron, this will make you feel good. Okay, I had one done. It was at least 15 years ago, and it was $2,000 then. So Bidenomics has not hit,
Dentistry?
the dentistry.
Well, you know,
I mean, Aaron hasn't told you that his dentist came up from Brazil. It's a guy named Mengele.
I'm going down to
Mengele.
No, here's the thing though. Talk about expensive. I lost a tooth back here. I look like a hockey player. I lost a tooth because I had what do you call it when they drill in there and
root canal.
Root canal.
And it didn't take.
Ooh.
So they ended up having to pull the tooth.
Oh,
Right. And so to get one of those replacement tooths, that they screw
yeah.
into your jaw, that's between $4,000 and $6,000.
oh
Yeah.
yeah. That's why they put the post
implant
into the bone.
Yeah.
And then once the bone grafts to it, then they
Yeah.
put the tooth onto the.
Okay, I'm gonna top all you guys. Okay, so I had that, Aaron.
I didn't do it. I haven't done it. I said, screw it, I'm not paying
my
for it.
4 front teeth. I ate the handlebar of a motorcycle, and they bashed. They're gone.
Why
Right?
were you trying
That's
to
what
eat a
you call that guy's
motorcycle?
dick?
Oh,
Handlebar?
Yeah.
is that what you call it?
No dick. There's no dick. So anyway, that's what they
Busted his
did.
teeth
That's
right
what
out.
they did initially. So they put those in, and then I had some problems. So root canal, it didn't take. So they pulled them, right? But they left enough to anchor. So this is like 2 different surgeries over years. So just like I think it was 2 years ago when we moved to Texas, I'd taken my wife out to her favorite breakfast spot. I got, this is great bacon. Yeah. I bit in. The whole bridge shattered. I mean, it shot out like porcelain. It was like an explosion. Yeah, it was like back and front. Like it shot.
Holy
Oh my God.
Yeah, the thing, because I guess, over time there's like pressure, and it just, bam, it shot out. And that was $7,000
to replace it. Wow. I believe that a friend of mine had the same type of thing, had an accident as a child, had all her front teeth knocked out, and was at a restaurant, bit into something. It broke just like you. And
Wow.
I think theirs was priced at, I want to say it was like $12,000
Oh my gosh.
to
Wow.
replace.
I believe it.
Yeah. Well, then I feel better now. But
Yeah.
the thing is, most people don't have dental insurance, right?
Right.
So,
No, I don't.
so they pay it out of their pocket. And I try to work it out with the dentist. It's like, well, can we negotiate? What if I gave you cash? Blah, blah, blah. So I got it negotiated down because I think it was higher than that $7,000.
Dr. Fatty MD.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're like, can I trade you some Aquaman pages that I happen to?
But anyway, I think he did a great job because it fits good. I have no pain. And I do have confidence because I think those things were shifting before it decided to go.
How long did they last before they shattered?
Oh, I got my money's worth. I mean, it was probably around 12, 13 years.
Oh, okay.
And they say if you get 10 years out of these things, everything's 10 years these days. Like
right,
your air conditioner's 10 years, your computer's 10 years, or this, that, the other thing's 10 years.
Your teeth. 10
now
years.
your computer's not 10 years. That's about 5.
Yeah.
7 tops.
Yeah. Very, very good. Very good. All right, you guys. Well, I thought this would be fun. So black and white. Pamela and I refer to him as a dynamic duo. I was from that era where, like the Batman 60s and everything. So I always liked that term, like the dynamic duo. And I started looking into just like pop icon duos. And I couldn't believe how many there were. Like in comics, there's quite a bit. So we can do comics, but we can also go beyond that into just, pop culture. Like I said, even like, what are the two from Pulp Fiction? Those two
Jules and Vincent.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, those guys.
Yeah, they're like considered a duo, like Wayne's World. Those two guys, Wayne and Garth, stuff like that. So we can have a lot of
Black.
Men in Black. Yeah, what's his H and K or whatever they were? Is that what they were?
Yeah, Agent K and Agent J.
Yeah. Oh, J and K. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So if you're ready, Andrew Smith,
I am.
What do you got, brother?
I'm sharing the screen now. Coming out of the gate as I'll set it up as I'm getting ready to share the screen. Coming out of the gate with
I see nothing.
I know I'm getting there. Don't share it yet.
Shit.
All right, don't share it yet. Coming out of the gate, it is comic book
shit!
related.
This is good. This is good, man.
There it is.
Tick Arthur, yes.
The Ticket Arthur. I got the Tick, when it came out, obviously in the 80s when Ben first put it out. I picked up a few of them. I liked it. We've done shows on like humor parody stuff. I love parody stuff. Megaton Man did come out first, but the Tick took off better. And I dug it. I love the TV show with Patrick Warburton as the Tick. I thought that fantastic.
It was great.
And even the new one on Amazon Prime from I don't know how many years ago it is now, wasn't that bad. It wasn't as good as the Patrick Warburton one.
Yeah.
Hard to top that.
You know what the best episode of the Patrick Warburton one is the Immortal episode where the Immortal dies while he's having sex with what is his name? Lady Liz or whatever. And he's like, when we were doing it, he shot the lasers, and there's like these holes.
But is that the one where they dump his body out the window?
Yes. Because it's a crime scene. It turns into a crime scene. So they're trying to cover. And so there's rigor mortis. And so they just he's all stiff. So he's the Tick is just hitting like the room and knocking over a bunch of stuff. So then he trips and the body just goes flying out the window. And when it hits, it does an accordion, and it just like it has this. Yeah. It's gut wrenching. The sound like it's a.
Well, yeah, because what did they wrap it in? Did they wrap it in a carpet, or what did they? Did they wrap it in?
I think it's an American flag.
Oh yeah. Yeah. That I just love it. I thought the books were great. I've got the trade paperback collecting all of Ben's stuff from the Tick. I mean, it's fun stuff. Just the play that the two have together, because Arthur's obviously the straight man out of the two.
Yeah.
It's just fun stuff. So
what's his name? It's Ben. What's his last name?
Edlund. E-D.
Edlund,
isn't it E-D-L-U-N-D? Edlund.
Edlund. That guy transitioned into Hollywood. So he was doing a lot of stuff with Joss Whedon's production company.
Well, he was he a producer on Supernatural? Was that I believe so.
Supernatural,
right?
Yeah, so he kind of linked in with all those guys, and I think it was Buffy the Vampire Slayer where he kind of, or one of those Joss Whedon shows, and he was writing on that. Yeah, the guy is super talented. The other guy that kind of transitioned, I don't know if you guys, I don't know his name, I don't remember his name, but what was it, Spuds, the human torpedo or whatever that comic was.
Oh, damn! I know what you're talking about. It was Scud, wasn't it?
Scud, the disposable assassin.
That's it. A disposable assassin.
Yes.
Yeah.
So when you said Spud, all I saw in my head was potato.
I know. I'm like Spuds.
Yeah,
Scud.
Potatoes, Scud missile. They're all pretty much the same.
But that guy's all over Hollywood now. So he's running shows and things like that. I met that guy when I was pitching. A super cool guy. But anyways, I don't know if we're going to top this, Andy. This is really good.
No, I think we will. I mean, I've got some other ones, but let's move on.
Let's move on. All right, Mr. Graham Nolan. Oh shit. I even have it written down here.
That's one of them.
Yeah, I know we all do this, and that's what's cool about the Bros is we write down people we stay away from certain picks because we know other people are going to pick them. Like best artists and stuff. Aaron's going to pick, Bernie Wright's and, that kind of stuff. So, this is definitely right in your wheelhouse, Mr. Nolan.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Right now, Aaron's going, damn it.
Yeah.
Darn it.
Well, man, are they a duo or are they a trio?
It's written as...
Did you crop Bones out? Did you crop Bones out?
Yeah, you did.
Yeah,
but the thing is, it shows up. Like if you type in pop duos,
Kirk
these two
Spock.
guys.
Kirk and Spock.
Yeah.
Poor Forrest DeKelly. Or DeKelly. That's his name, right?
D. Kelly, yeah.
You know what? He's the only reason that I can even handle that series. He's the best part of it.
Who, Kirk?
Bones.
Bones.
He's pretty damn good.
Yeah.
He's a crabby comedian, just like me. Crabby old guy.
You know what? You are the Bones of the Bros.
I am.
You're a bony bro.
This duo to me, as a young young teen or tween, 11, 12, something like that. Captain Kirk was my man. I mean, he was his father figure. He always did the right thing.
Don't ever tell him that.
That's right.
He burdened by command. It's just I just love the character of Captain Kirk.
Well, he's kind of the. This is like the ultimate adventure duo, right? I mean, at least from our childhood, and Kirk was always. I don't want to say brash, but he was a man of action, where Spock was a man of contemplation. And logic, and so they were great foils for one another.
And McCoy was the emotional aspect of the triumvirate. You had action and command, you had logic and knowledge, and then you had emotion. With,
but like compassion, like Bones felt like he was the everyman, right? So he would argue for humanity, and I think between Bones and Spock was always like. Those were the two go-tos, right? So then he would get their feedback, Kirk would, and then he could make a decision.
They were almost another duo, Spock and McCoy.
Exactly.
The two of them were polar opposites, and they had a lot of moments together, which were really great.
Those are my favorites in the series. Actually, is just those two interacting. Yeah, they kind of screwed it up in all the. What do you think? Okay, I got to ask you this because I don't think I ever did. The J.J. Abrams Star Trek movies.
We've talked about those.
I don't hate them like Graham did because I always took them as sort of an alternate universe version of Kirk and Spock because everything got screwed up in the timeline. So I was much more generous with my what I would put up with than Graham was, although I still felt that Kirk was way too irreverent.
Yeah.
And it sort of annoyed me that because he was a heroic character and they made him sort of just irresponsible
Frat
Yeah.
boys in space.
Yeah, exactly. And that kind of bugged me. But
And the dynamic between Spock and Bones, they didn't even
Yeah.
try to build that in those movies.
Or Spock and Uhura. Where did that come from?
Yeah, what is that? Like, you could have them
Oh yeah.
in a relationship, but they were kind of the duo, you know what I mean? Instead of Bones, and then everything with Bones in the movie, because they took that away from the character, it just felt like he didn't even need to be there.
The first one was okay, but when
I
they did the second one, which was a ripoff of Star Trek 2, but
Oh, that
they
was
just
terrible.
gender swapped and
That
they
was
hired the
terrible.
whitest English guy to play this Indian dude.
That was terrible.
It was horrible. I mean, I
Was that the Wrath of Khan kind of remake?
yeah, it was exactly. Only they had Cumberbatch playing Khan.
Right.
And then it was Spock who had to fight him. You know,
Yeah.
it was just terrible. So by the third one, I got to the opening sequence of the third one, and when they had a Keystone Cops opening with Kirk and I think it was McCoy running through this alien thing, and they're waiting for the Enterprise to show up, and then it just rises up out of the
water. Yeah.
Like, are you kidding me? This freaking machine is built for space, not the pressures of water. You know, I mean, it's just the idiocy of it. You know.
Yeah. And the thing is, like, I'm not a huge Star Trek fan, but that Wrath of Khan remake, the second, J.J. Abrams film, my gosh, that was getting me pissed off. I was like, this, how can you fuck this up, man? You have such a great template, but I just think it's like that Ricardo Montalban was so damn good. And that hero villain, interaction was so cool. Colin, you blood sucker.
With J.J. Abrams, he had the same problem when he rebooted Star Wars. He ripped off the first Star Wars movie.
Right.
It's like, give us something new. Then he does Star Trek, the second one. He rips off Wrath of Khan. It's like, why are you ripping? Why aren't we just doing something new? I mean, it was so stupid.
Yeah.
So there you go.
Yeah. So anyway, I think this is a great choice. It's historic. Hey, have you ever? Where was it? It's the Smithsonian. Where do they have the tunics? They're on display somewhere, right?
I think it's
the tunics that survived have been sold.
Oh, they're in private collection.
Yeah, including the captain's chair.
What?
Yeah, because
I thought those were in the Smithsonian. Those aren't in the Smithsonian.
No, the 11-foot Enterprise model is in the Smithsonian.
Okay. Yeah, I think it's Archie Bunker and Edith Bunker's chairs are in the Smithsonian.
Those were the days.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure they are. Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's cool.
Yeah.
All right.
The days.
Oh shit, man. Yes.
Yeah. All right. So, Mr. Aaron Lepresti, what do you got?
Well, this is such an obvious choice, but go ahead and bring it up.
Oh, I saw this.
No, dude. Hey,
Of course, I'm joking.
Aaron's coming around,
hold
folks.
on.
He's
That was
coming around.
hold on.
No, that was all for Graham.
Art, share my screen.
That was all for Graham.
Okay.
I had this ready.
Oh,
I had this ready. This was my choice.
No.
boom, boop, boop,
Yes.
boop, boop.
Damn you, Aaron.
No, I wasn't even picking. It was just a joke. You can save it, Fragga, for yours.
No, it's fine. That's I have no gas. I have no
That's
gas.
hilarious.
Go back and do
That's part of the fun of this, because we kind of know
This
each
is
other.
actually, this is my pick.
You know
All
who?
right.
You know who animated that sequence?
Who?
Walter Lantz,
Really?
Woody
Woody
Woodpecker guy.
Nice.
I was gonna say, what is it? What were the Max Fleischer?
Max Fleischer?
Yeah, the Fleischer Studios. Yeah. Oh shit, this is good. Power Man and Iron Fist.
Dude.
This is weird because I remember I used to like Iron Fist, and I don't even know why. Maybe it was the
Because he's
burn art.
cool.
It was like, he was like a martial arts guy, but he was like a superhero, And I always thought Luke Cage was really cool. And then when they teamed him up, it was like, this is the most ridiculous team up ever. And yet I bought this comic regularly because I liked both the characters in it. And it seemed like such an odd, it was clearly Marvel just going, okay, both these series are tanking. Let's put them together and see if they'll keep going.
Yeah.
It made no sense.
We need to keep the trademark.
Yeah, but this series, Power Man and Iron Fist, lasted a long time once they put them together.
Well, there's
I started buying this.
Yeah.
I started buying it when Dennis Cowan was drawing it. That's when I discovered it.
Who
and then I backtracked.
Who drew this?
50 was Byrne 50?
I was kind of thinking this is Byrne.
I think Byrne was on it still at that point.
Kerry Gamble did a nice job on this book too.
Yeah,
that might be Gamble.
No, I don't think
You
so.
think so?
No,
Let me see if I can find out.
There is
Marcus
that killer.
find out before you probably.
Uh-oh. Dan's laughing. I don't know
I'm
why.
sorry, Dunn Ringles.
I saw that.
Is this it right here? No, that's not it.
Iron Fister.
Power Bottom and Iron Fist.
Well, there was that. Remember that prison comic they did? It was Iron Fist and Orneg the Prober.
No.
Do you remember that?
No.
Marcus Kellegrew, John Byrne on Guts, Cockrum cover.
That's what I thought. But
I said Cockrum.
Did you?
Yeah.
Good for you.
You know what's tricky about it is like it's that shadow on Power Man, like his fist coming forward and the shadow coming down. I wanted to go like John Byrne, but that's not early John Byrne maybe. But
It's the rendering on Iron Fist leg and on that whole right side of his body that says Cockrum to me.
I can see that now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But this is definitely heavy-handed inks, right? I mean, this is not Cockrum, like pure Cockrum.
I don't know.
Well,
yeah.
Well, I doubt he ate
Marcus,
Maybe.
did Cockrum ink it?
I don't
Marcus,
think he-
get on it.
So,
I don't
has
think he
Iron Fist ever, Iron Fist, did he ever fight Shang-Chi? You know, the
I don't
Master
think
Kung
so. Not that I remember. In Iron Fist #1, he fought Iron Man, and but he never. I don't recall.
They
him.
never teamed those two up for a fight, the two Kung Fu people?
I know it's pretty bizarre, isn't it? You'd think they would have. I don't remember ever seeing that.
You know, I'm trying.
Marcus will tell us.
I'm remembering, like, didn't Iron Fist? I thought it was such a kick-ass thing as a kid when I first read it. Wasn't there like he burned that dragon into his chest? Like he grabbed like this cauldron or something and just pushed it onto his chest. Is that how he got the dragon?
That sounds like it could be right. I'm trying to remember.
I feel like I've seen that somewhere, whether it was in this comic or in a movie.
Well, that,
wasn't it in Kung Fu?
Yeah, he did it on his forearms.
He has to pick
Oh,
up
he did his forearms. Yeah.
forearms. Yeah.
Yeah.
I
So
think
they
they
probably
ripped it
got
off
it from
for
that.
Iron Fist.
Yeah, of course.
Boravohe Garabek said that they fought, but it might have been in Deadly Hands of Kung Fu or something.
Oh, that might have been, and it could have been Rudy Nebris.
Yeah,
'cause
Rudy
was
Nebris
drawn
probably
Iron
did
Fist.
it. Yeah.
But who won? That's what I want to know.
It was a tie.
Well,
You think Iron
Always a
Fist would
tie.
win because he had the power of of ironing.
Ironing. Ironed his
And
clothes.
domestic power. The power of the domestics.
Hey, Shang-Chi, you mind if I iron your gi?
Yeah, that's how he got in with all those heroes.
Shang-Chi's like, you're a yellow belt pussy. Get out of my face.
that is a yellow belt. Yeah,
You little sissy boy.
You got to get a black belt or a chain for a belt. That's badass.
I always loved Iron Fist's mask. I don't know, maybe just the way Byrne drew it, but
Yeah,
Those Spider-Man eyes don't hurt.
yeah, that's true.
Yeah, you can get a lot of expression, and for some reason, that kind of the way it tied in the back, it always kind of moves, so you could kind of have him whip around, and so that kind of added some movement.
Yeah.
To the character. Yeah.
Marcus says Cockrum inked it too, so there you go.
Wow, then you know what? I'm gonna. Yeah, Cockrum is a double thread here. These inks are really good.
I mean, when Cockrum inked other people, he inked Bob Brown for an issue in Avengers, which was real nice. I think he inked an issue over Don Heck, which was nice.
He inked a whole issue of the Avengers over Buscema.
Yeah, that.
Wow.
Yep.
You know, I think Dave Cockrum is one of the, we should just do the most underrated. We probably already have, but for
He
me,
is.
he might be the number one underrated talent in comic books.
Who, Cockrum?
Yeah, I mean, just not only his talent, but also just the things he's created.
Yeah.
You know,
his
like
innovations.
the new
That's
X-Men.
quite a resume.
Yeah, and all the Legion characters. You know, when he was on there.
Yeah.
It's great stuff.
You know what's crazy? Like, Graham, you had me tripping when you isolated that little part of Iron Fist's body, and you go, "Oh yeah, that's Silk Cockrum." But Art, that bit that you were talking about with the fist coming out, if you just cut off that arm and fist and look at that part, that looks like Klaus Janson to me.
Yes, yeah. There's something that really,
it's chunky.
really.
Yeah.
It looks
Right in here.
contemporary. It looks really freaking cool. Like the way the shadow was inked and
Yeah.
put together.
Right
Yeah.
in there. Looks
That's
just
inspiring.
Like, it does
Yeah.
look like Jansen right in there.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And then the way the shadow kind of comes down into the waist. That figure is perfection.
That's really great. Now you get Aaron. Thanks for popping this one up, man. I'm gonna have to check this one.
I mean,
out.
I would like to have seen the full cover, but that's cool. Whatever.
Well,
you do.
because
Yeah.
I got this one.
Wait. Hold on. Did Dan say thanks, Aaron, for popping that one up?
he did.
Hey, it's what it sounded like.
I'm just
Yeah.
saying.
Hey.
They're next to each other.
These are the days, man.
These are the days.
Those were the days. Those were the days.
All right. What is
Right.
the young?
Before you show it, I just want to do my Waylon Jennings impression.
Okay.
Been in trouble with the law since the day they were born.
You know what?
Show it now.
This was your TV time right here.
It was my TV time, bro.
Yeah.
Bo and Luke Duke were
Oh
heroes.
yeah.
Man, we our bikes were the General Lee, man. We were making jumps and ramps and skidding, and yeah, this was the shit, man. The only time, my mom popped some stuff. I know. Look at Daisy Duke back there. What's nuts is I'll be doing a convention in Vegas for diecast cars. Don't ask. And they're all three of them are going to be there signing. So I'll probably
Wait a minute.
Why did you get invited to a convention that's for diecast cars?
because for 2 years I
Hot Wheels.
directed Hot Wheels cartoons and Hot Wheels.
Oh,
content.
cool.
Yeah,
Oh, I didn't know that. That's cool.
Yeah, no, it's like when I was asked, I was like, "What? Why?" And they're like, "Whoa, you did the." I was like, "Oh yeah, I did."
Yeah, I remember.
Yeah,
Thanks
Hot
for
Wheels,
reminding
all
me.
the Hot Wheels, Star Wars stuff, all that, like that. I worked on all that.
You know what, Dan? That's still my weakness as far as collectability is the diecast metals cars and stuff.
Yeah.
Like all the corgis. Like Corgi just is releasing, like the re-releasing the Batmobile from '66, and so I have my original Chitty Bang Bang from that time.
I have
my original Black Beauty from the '60s. That stuff is my weakness, and then all the Hot Wheels Batmobiles, the different versions.
Well, this
I have
is
all those.
imagine a Comic Con, but it's a diecast car con.
Oh shit! You know what?
Yeah.
If I fling you some money, can you? They have to have some of those Batmobiles.
They probably
Because-
do.
Yeah, I'll fling you some
I
money.
collect
Yeah.
mundane cars.
You know
and I think-
they're re-releasing the Batmobile.
That's what I was saying. Yeah,
Yeah,
but I'm
totally.
not sure I'm going because I hinted to my daughter that's what I want for Christmas, but I'm not sure if I'm going to get it. So I want to hedge my bets, man. Because if I have two, that makes it even better, right? I can take
Yeah,
one out of the
What
box.
disappoints me is they didn't release the Batboat with it with the trailer.
Yeah.
Hey
I
Graham,
want
do
that.
you have the die-cast the Dinkies? I think they were called. So there's the Batmobile, the Batboat, but they're like Hot Wheel size.
Oh, I remember those. Yeah, I had the bigger ones.
Okay, yeah, I
Same
had
size
both.
Chitty Chitty Bang Bang ones.
Yeah, I still have. Hold on. Yeah, you guys keep talking amongst yourselves.
I'm
so-
going to talk about Bo and Luke Duke.
Yeah.
Yeah, do it.
Because we did our professionals branch off, which is like a patented move of our show. So Bo and Luke Duke, you guys, I don't care. Andy might care. He's of age. I know you, Graham and Aaron are probably like.
I'm going to show the cousins.
Well, that's what I was about to go into. So
when they were negotiating for
they were renegotiating their contracts, and they threw in cousin Coy and Vance, and I remember being super upset about this and saying I'll never watch it again until Bo and Luke are back. And my mom, this is what my mom tried to impart on me, and she wasn't wrong, except she was totally wrong. Hey Billy, she said, she goes, who is James Bond? And I said, Roger Moore. And she said, that's not my James Bond. My James Bond is named Sean Connery. And I'm like, oh, that the older ones, like the older ones, you know? And she goes, well, this is what's happening with your show. You like your Sean Connery, and these are Roger Moore. And I was like, no. They're
No,
not.
Mom, you're wrong.
You're fucking wrong, Mom.
Well, I have to agree with you, Dan. Like, these guys were not able to be replaced. They had quite a chemistry.
The charisma, the comedy, you know, Roscoe Pre-Coltrane.
Du Bois.
Yeah, Boss Hogg. I mean, and the car. I mean, here's the thing. When obviously now the that Southern flag has its connotations and everything, but when I was a kid, we had no idea what that meant. We just thought it meant badass, you know, because it was on like the General Lee, and you know what I'm saying. And man, and then I heard like Hollywood stories. We could talk about. We could do a car show another time. I know we talked about first cars, but they went through so many freaking cars.
Oh, dude. Well, not only that, you know? But they went through like, what was it, 8 to 9 an episode?
Something like that. Yeah.
And they had they had the car that was built for speed. They had a bunch for jumping because those were the ones that got wrecked. They had the show car.
Yes.
You like that? But my question is, do you think if the photographer could take this photo over, he'd look at it and go, maybe I should tell her to straighten her legs some so it doesn't look like she's amputated at the knees?
You can kind of see her feet.
That's all you. I actually couldn't make it to the right side of the photo. Everything was center left.
Right there, right
top.
No, I agree with Andy. That bugs the crap out of me. It's like, why isn't her legs extended, or at least, you know?
I think this is you guys are failing. You guys are failing the test.
Yeah, and then maybe she should unzip that jacket just a wee bit more.
Dude,
well, also, wait. Also, I thought the doors didn't open, so that door's open, right?
No, maybe this one, but they always hopped in because I thought they were welded shut.
That's what I thought too. Yeah,
man.
And the thing about this car and the show is, you know, when you're a kid, you know, because you're jumping, you're bicycling, you're trying to do all this crazy stuff, like, you know, you're watching on TV. Yeah. And even as a kid, I knew that car didn't make the jump because there would always be this right before they cut it. The car would be almost going straight down,
and then they'd cut to the kaboom.
Yeah, and then you cut it to the
But I think I know you're like a few years older than me, maybe 13, something like that.
Me?
Yeah. So when I was watching it, you were already a connoisseur. I was like 10.
You bought into the whole thing.
Dude, the iconography was there, right? You got this bright orange car. You got this theme song jingle that won't get out of your head. And the horn. How many of us kids didn't ride our bike off the ramp going, you know what I'm saying?
You know what? Growing up, like Chips, this show, I can't think of some of the other
Starsky and Hutch.
Yeah, all those.
Oh
shows.
yeah.
Where I lived was a suburb of Los Angeles, so they were building the Century Freeway, so they were buying all this real estate. The state or the city was, and so there were neighborhoods that were abandoned. So the city owned them, but what the city was doing is they were leasing or whatever to Hollywood. So a lot of those jumps and a lot of that stuff were done there. So and the kids, you know, like kids in the neighborhood on bikes, like something like that's happening, everybody knows immediately. So
we roll up against the chain link fence, just watching.
Yeah, we would just be watching. And I know we saw one Chips jump where it was like what are those trailers that tow trucks away, you know, cars away.
Yeah.
And it has the ramp in the back, and so the car comes up and just and does the side flip.
No, they really did. The 80s, especially the early 80s, had think about how many vehicle-driven shows there were.
Yeah,
right.
But the car was like a character.
Yeah,
Right.
Kid,
And I love
Airwolf, Street Hawk, Starsky and Hutch, almost, but Dukes of Hazzard, 18
Batman, the Green
You know
Hornet.
why that was?
to
Because
sell us toys.
they were cheap to do, and they
Ah.
didn't have a lot of special effects. So it was action. It was a way to put action in there. You
Yeah,
look at
right.
the 70s, just filled with car chases from the late 60s.
I never
actually
thought about
through.
that.
Yeah.
It
And
comes
you
through.
know, as far as Dukes of Hazzard, those mechanics kept that show rolling. Like it was
Oh,
not a
hell yeah.
writer-driven show; it was a mechanic-driven show. Because I did hear some behind-the-scenes, Dan, on that
Yeah.
show, and those guys they tow it off, they bring it in the shop. Those guys were like wrenching on that thing because they had to get that thing functional again, so it could get destroyed again. You know, so
Like a
those
pit
guys,
crew.
yeah, those
Yeah.
guys were
Yeah,
turning
yeah,
that-
well, they had to weld those frames. I'm sure for the jump cars too, because as he was saying, when they come down, there was a few of them where you see it land. It's like,
Yeah,
Yes.
because you know those frames were being bent. Like
Oh
know,
yeah.
those when
Yeah.
coming down like that, they were tweaking those frames because
Hey.
I even remember the day we would lower our cars, and when you take the
Oh,
suspension
yeah, the-
sometimes out of your car, you'll drop the windshield. Like the windshield, like you hit a bump, that the tension on the frame will just pop the windshield out of the car.
Hey, I want to take a pause and compliment Billy's facial hair.
Oh, it's coming in nice. Yeah.
Yeah, it's looking
Our little
good.
boys growing up.
Wait, give
Our
it.
little boys growing
Put him
up.
solo. Put him solo so we can get a good look.
I wanna
All right,
see
all right,
the-
yeah,
the-
let's
the
show
bushy
this.
bristles.
my wife hates it. All right, ready?
Just imagine
Look
if
at
you wash that gray right out of your hair with some color, how well it would stick out.
My buddy
Yeah.
told me about that. He said it'll make it look longer too. It's a brush or something.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's
Yeah,
a
there's a
pain
few
because
different
if your
things.
hair grows like mine, you have to do that like every week or
day.
every 2
Well,
weeks.
see,
yeah.
my hair is like brown now. It used to be blonde. So my hair is brown, and my beard is coming in black and gray.
Yeah.
Like it's black. It's like literally
Welcome
black.
to the club.
Yeah, the weird thing that I noticed when my beard was growing early on was it started off one color, then I started noticing red ones,
Oh yeah.
and I
yeah.
started noticing like blonde ones, and like then the grays started coming in, and then there were no more red and no more blonde, just grays.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
Well, you still got a lot of
Guys,
brown
so-
in there.
yeah, like a biker.
Art and Graham, how long did it take you guys to grow your beard to get to like that stage?
I'd
5
say
minutes.
I could probably grow it out in a few months, like to this stage. Yeah.
Yeah.
Few
Well, I
months.
keep mine trimmed really short, but I mean it's all connected.
Yeah,
You
it's-
know,
it's- I still have
That's how I do. Yeah.
and it's
When I was
Billy and
younger,
I-
I couldn't. When I was younger, it wouldn't connect here.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it took for like probably till I was in my 30s, maybe even 40s before that actually came into.
I got scar
it was
tissue
good.
on this side from some accidents I've had. So it kind of, the longer it is, it kind of covers some of the scars.
Yeah, sure.
And so it looks like, as long as I keep it that length, it looks pretty good.
Scars are
But yeah,
badass if it grows in and part of it's not there and you got to stop.
You can see the scar.
Yeah, 'cause
Hey,
that-
Well, you know,
Hey,
when
It's
Art
like an
says
eyebrow
accidents,
thing, right? The separation. Yeah.
when Art says accidents, he means Diddy party.
Oh no,
Accident.
he doesn't. He does
Hey,
not. Aaron,
can
Aaron,
I-
hold on a second, Billy. I have to ask Aaron. He's been so quiet.
Yeah.
How
Are you one
long?
of those guys that can grow a beard like from your cheeks down? Yeah,
I'm total Bigfoot, man. I can grow a
man.
beard. in
I'm
like 2
envious.
weeks.
I'm envious of you, man, because I've always been patchy up in here, and most
No, I'm
people's
just like-
beards, they're like,
Also, you could do one of those crazy ass beards.
Yeah.
Come on,
He could
dude. You
look
could
like-
be
he
like
could be a Gandalf.
Who are those? Who are those rednecks that have those long duck hunting?
duck hunting.
Whatever it
The
is.
Dude, they
duck
drive me
hunting.
crazy. All that
Dynasty.
hair, just like it makes my face is constantly itching, and it just
I'm
annoys the
dying.
crap out of me.
Yeah,
Yeah, get
I
through
am
it,
dying
man.
right
If we get $100 in
dying.
super chats tonight, Aaron is going to grow his beard like a werewolf.
tonight.
Just let it go.
The problem is
dude.
when Aaron literally grows it out like that, all you can see are his eyes.
I would look pretty if I let this go like till next week's professionals. It'd probably look pretty
All right,
I
I gotta
got to,
ask you guys since
maybe
we're on
I
this
should,
since
just
we're on
for
this
fun.
tangent. Okay.
Okay.
When you guys shave, do you shave kind of from the upper cheekbones down?
No.
No,
I have
My
no
hair
hair.
doesn't grow that high
I
up.
literally
No,
have no
I
hair.
got
right
here.
here.
I start here and go.
Yeah, I'm like Aaron.
Yeah.
Yeah,
His
it'll
nose
grow,
too.
it'll grow
Yeah.
right out here.
What do you shave first, the head or the face?
The
My
head.
face.
The head.
You know,
Face.
How often do you
Head
have to
first.
shave your head? How
Face.
I do the head
Then.
Graham,
And-
how often do you have to shave your head?
every day.
Every day.
Yeah, every day.
Every
'Cause
other day.
otherwise, it'll feel like right now it's smooth, but by tomorrow morning it'll feel like I got Velcro up there.
Yeah, it's mine's all.
See, I just use like electric clippers. I never, because I want a little bit left up there to make me feel better about myself. So I
You
don't
can't
like
tell.
go completely slick like you guys. I leave just
Well, you
a
know,
little
Aaron,
bit of-
when-
Yeah, but here's the thing, Aaron. You can't tell. I had no idea you left a little grass on the
Well, I
field,
got
so
those
you might as
hot
well just
lights
razor
on
it.
there.
Yeah.
You know, you
little
can't see
grass
them.
on the field.
Yeah.
You stick a shirt over your head and all of a sudden it sticks like Velcro, you know?
Yeah.
I hate that.
Yeah, Aaron's
Hey.
growing it out for the winter. Keep him warm.
I gotta continuing the old guy talk because that's where we're going right now. How do you guys deal with like ear hair and nose hairs? Because that's infuriating.
Clippers.
Yeah, I got this
Yeah,
thing.
but dude, man, the
Bro.
fucking
Yeah.
all right.
Yeah, that's it.
I've been
Dude,
using this.
Billy's just got it right there.
Yeah.
Oh, man,
This,
no,
this
you
past
just-
summer, I'm in the car and I'm driving to go fishing, right? And this hair, it keeps getting in front of my glasses, and I like take my glasses off and I'm like checking it. You know, I finally the next morning I get up and I realize I go like this and I look, I got this eyebrow here that's got to be an inch long. It's like, how the hell did I not see that?
It happens all the
Andy
time to
Rooney.
me. It drives
Right?
me nuts.
How do you
You
not
get that
see
little-
that? It's like,
Yeah, you get that little hair in your eye, and you're like, "What is that?" And you're like, "Brr." You're like,
Yeah,
"Oh my
what the-
god!"
Okay, I have to try to get this back on track. Billy still hasn't even.
You know why Art said that? Because he looked in the upper left-hand corner and saw the viewership numbers going down. He's like, all right, we got to stop talking about this shit.
Well, the one, if I can share my screen now, the one that I want to share is that our boy Dan Fragaboom is not the only one that loved the Confederate flag and thought it was cool as shit, because apparently these two guys did too, so much so that
I didn't
they
think Fraga said that, but okay.
no, he did. He thought it was really cool. Remember, he said, I didn't see anything. I just thought it was really cool.
No, I
Well,
know.
apparently
I was
these
like
two-
that too as a kid.
Yeah, these two gentlemen thought it was really cool that they made they made millions of these for their 1992 campaign, if you want to share it. So
Oh, okay. Yeah, here we go.
go.
yeah, how about that one?
Yeah, baby.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Wait, yeah, is this legit?
Yeah, it's real. That's absolutely real.
Wow.
Oh my
What are those
gosh!
buttons?
Yeah, they
The
were buttons.
Oh my
Wow.
god.
Right?
Yeah, they
Right.
gave those in white hoods out. So,
Exactly.
Well,
No,
they
but
were
I
the party of slavery, so
Yeah,
Yeah.
Right.
It was a different time, 92.
Yeah.
I want to share this one, and I want to thank Andy Smith for this. And I think it's a perfect dynamic duo. So if we could share this.
Okay, here we go.
You're welcome.
There you go. Works to me
She has
too,
good
Andy.
form.
What the heck is going on?
Please go.
how much
Wait.
would you tip this barista?
Here comes the
Look,
shake.
wait, where do you see that? Where are you reading something?
What?
I'm looking at technique.
I'm
He's so
I've
wholesome.
I've got eyes staring at my eyes, if you know what I'm saying.
You know,
I think
this
that's a
makes
good
up for
duo.
the old
You
guy.
just brought back the lost viewers, Art.
Yeah, that's what I was just about to say. Yeah, we got him
Well, you
back.
guys wanted right. This is about dynamic duos. I saw this by Andy Smith not too long ago.
That's
Yeah.
right. That's a deadly duo right there. That'll
You know what?
smother your ass.
That's
It's
perfect.
dynamic.
You know
You're
what? Billy,
motivating
Billy
son of a
always
bitch,
comes
you.
through. Billy
Yeah,
always
no, but I'm
And
going to
this
share
is-
mine.
That's why you say shaken, not stirred, fellas.
That's why you
Okay.
say she cannot stud. But I have to do probably Graham Nolan's from Graham Nolan's one of Graham Nolan's favorite films. Or I think it was Aaron Lepresi's or Graham Nolan's favorite films. I think this is an iconic, and if it was covered before, forgive me, but if I may share, this truly is like peanut butter and jelly and grilled cheese and tomato soup.
Oh,
Right
now
there.
I'm hungry. Thanks, Billy.
Laurel
Laurel
and
Hardy.
I fucking love Laurel and Hardy.
You know what, Billy?
I do love Laurel and Hardy.
Laurel and Hardy
Billy,
are great.
Billy, you certainly did.
And
I don't
I
have a
got
tie on.
Well, yeah, I mean, about it. You know, these guys are good. This March of the Wooden Soldiers, again, Aaron Lepresti's favorite film of all time.
Isn't that Biden's defense secretary in the middle?
Kind of looks
It
like
is.
it.
It is. And that's Hitler right next to him.
Well,
Yeah.
Yeah. Hitler ate
Yeah,
one too
look at the
much.
mustache. Hitler's been eating a lot of schnitzel.
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
right.
right. But again, just an icon. I mean, what a glorious career spanning from I believe vaudeville to silent pictures to, of course, talkies. And just this is one of my favorite films of all time. I got to be honest with you. I adore this film from childhood. Not one of the best films of all time, unlike Aaron Lepresti feels it is. But it's
a Thanksgiving staple.
It's a thank you.
Is it?
Yeah. Oh, heck
Is
yeah,
it?
man.
I don't think it is. I don't
Oh,
think it is.
This wasn't played in my home.
Oh, well, Graham and Nolan and I grew up. Every Thanksgiving, they'd play this.
Yeah.
Right.
Really?
Then we would watch. Then we'd eat and everything, and then the Cowboys were playing the Lions. Right?
The Lions,
We watched that, and then King Kong.
Yeah.
Son of Kong,
And Mighty Joe Young.
Oh
Yep.
my
Yeah, Mighty Joe Young.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
guys had it good, man. That,
Yeah.
that must
God!
be an
The
East
cream
Coast
pie
thing.
and watching, and then
Watching
after Mighty Joe
Johnny
Young.
Gates.
Yeah, after Mighty Joe Young, they play Trog. If you remember that, and we would jump. Remember Trog?
Joan Crawford?
Yeah.
You know,
Oh.
I grew up near San Francisco, and they played a lot of Wizard of Oz, and
That
then
figures.
and
They're
Xanadu,
still playing it there, aren't they?
Xanadu followed by the Birdcage.
Xanadu, Birdcage, all of it
Oh
makes
my
sense.
gosh.
That
Sounds-
checks out.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you guys had the good stuff.
Did Rankin and Bass do a Thanksgiving cartoon? I know it seems like
It feels like they did, right?
I would think.
But Charlie Brown had a Thanksgiving special.
Yeah, Charlie
yeah, I
Brown.
love Charlie Brown's Thanksgiving special.
That's a good one.
I just watched it's the Great Pumpkin Charlie Brown here on Halloween.
Oh,
Oh,
Just out of I hadn't seen it in so long. I was just poor Linus. Poor
Yeah.
Linus.
You know what?
Poor,
He's
poor
like
Linus.
he's the guy that sees the big picture.
Yeah.
But nobody gives it to him. They're all like, no, we're not going to do it. But he's wise beyond his years, even though he's got that stupid blanket. But
And
Billy,
Yeah.
there's this place. It's called the Norconian, and Dan might know it. And there's Corona, California, and then there's Norco, and they're
Yes.
like right
Yes.
next to it. And there is this amazing hotel that was built like early 1900s, right? It's where Walt Disney had the cast party for Snow White. And look that up. Those animators, they thought they were going to get a bonus, and Walt got ripped. And so he did a speech like, thank you guys, blah, 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 all this stuff. But he forgot to tell them that they were getting their bonus, right? So then it was an open bar. Everything was paid for by Walt. And so those guys drank themselves crazy. And those animators destroyed that fucking hotel like a rock star. There was a guy because there were
I've never
there
heard
were-
this story.
Rockstar.
yeah, no, look it up. It's crazy, but I'll tie it into your pick, Billy. Is one guy? They had stables there, so they had all kinds. They had the Olympics, the Summer Olympics were held there. I forget. There were 2 years around the early 1900s or whenever it was that's where it was, because they had the Olympic-sized pool and everything. But they had horse stables too. So those Disney guys, they went out there and they were drunk and they just started riding the horses. And a few of them brought the horses inside the hotel, and they were just like ripping it up through the lobby and down the halls and shit. They said one guy like catapulted the horse through a window. It was like one story. Yeah, the stories are crazy, but what's the two guys? Laurel and Hardy. all the Hollywood guys, they went. It's kind of like San Diego was like that in the old days for Hollywood, and Palm Springs. But the Norconian was a weekend getaway for Hollywood, and so there's like
That's
a
the place
Laurel
that had the cabins, the individual cabins on the property.
They might have. It's a huge place, but the hotel is gorgeous. It is gorgeous. And so there's images of like Laurel and Hardy hanging out there. Even what's the guy, the tramp, the silent movie star?
Charlie Chaplin.
Oh, Charlie Chaplin.
All that stuff. Like those
What's
guys
the name of the
all.
bar? Art?
It's
What's
called
the
the Norconian. I can spell it for you. It's
Norconian Hotel?
NOR. It's NOR.
It's on Lake. It's on Lake Norconian.
Yeah, the Norconian Resort. Norconian.
Opened in 1929. Yeah, I see it.
Yeah, and there's some crazy stuff. There's pictures of all these celebrities in there.
32 Summer Olympics. Yeah.
Yeah, and so that was right close to my house. And just a quick aside, my daughter is a fine artist, and so they were going to go and restore those paintings on the walls. There's beautiful, what they call frescoes or whatever, on the walls of this hotel. And the military bought the hotel. So now that's what you're thinking, Graham, because those barracks, they have barracks around the hotel now.
It says in September to October 1941, the United States Navy purchased the resort, and on December 8th, 1941, the day after Pearl Harbor, the resort was commissioned the United States Naval Hospital in Corona.
Yeah, I don't think that's the same place I'm thinking of, because this was in the golden age in the 30s. They had these cabins that these Hollywood elites would go to, like, get away from their wives and have their affairs and stuff. It was like a very, very hush hush thing that everybody knew about in Hollywood, and all the bigwigs would go there, and Errol Flynn would go there all the time, and one of the stories
was it cabins or bungalows?
Bungalows.
Yeah, so it might have been Palm Springs, because that kind of sounds like Palm Springs, where they would have those little flats.
Well, where did John Belushi die? Because that was
at the it's off of Sunset. Fuck, man, they have really good French fries.
No, but anyway, while you're trying to figure that out, my daughter, they wanted to bring her in and some of the better students at Laguna Fine Arts, and go in there and fix up those paintings, but the military wouldn't let it. But they did get in, and my daughter took pictures. They're letting that thing go to shit.
Chateau Marmont. Oh, yeah, there you go.
The Marmont, yeah.
Chateau Marmont, yeah.
Yeah, that's the Rockstar hangout too.
Lot of craziness happened there, and mostly because there's a record studio that's only like a few blocks down the road. Yeah. So a lot of the recording was done down there, and they stay at the chateau. And
the rock stars go in there and just rip it up.
You know, and the Sunset in itself, you know, you got the Whiskey Go-Go and the Rainbow, and you know,
right.
Is that the place you're thinking, Graham? Because that's in Los Angeles, or was it out like up north or out by the lakes or something like that?
I don't know. I just don't know.
I want to hear your Errol Flynn story, though.
Oh, yeah. He used to go up there, well, probably with a lot of chicks, but I think he was with Lupe Velez, known as the Mexican Spitfire. And at the time, he was married to Lily Demita, another hot tomato. But he'd go for round after round, and Lupe Velez introduced him to cocaine there. Not up his nose, but on his cock.
Oh, wow. Okay.
You can go longer.
Yeah, exactly. So it would go longer, and then he did that for the rest of his life. He would coke up, and then
hold on a second. I'll
be with you just a sec. You can snort it if you want, but
she can snort it.
Yeah.
When the only thing is it's a double-edged sword, so it actually numbs the lady too. So
does it?
You know, yeah. So there
That's
is
your
some
Art to Bear rock and roll star. He knows. He knows.
Diddy parties. Diddy parties.
I have to say, I'm keeping this on theme because it's dynamic duos. We're talking about Cox and cocaine, so that's a dynamic duo.
Yeah.
Right.
Oh God.
Oh no.
But anyways, yeah, it's all good stuff. So I'm gonna get my pick in here, and you guys probably already know it. I talk about this stuff all the time. So
I knew it.
I knew it.
I knew it too.
You know what, you guys? There's some things in your life that just change your entire existence, right? So this only went for, I believe, one season.
Yeah, one season.
And it just stayed with me.
It was
to
just
this
one
day.
season.
Yeah, one
Just one?
season. I think 67. Yeah. But the good thing about like TV back then is it wasn't like, oh, there's like 16 episodes. Those guys were pumping it out. So there's like 30 some odd episodes. So at least that's good because that's probably like 3 seasons of modern TV.
Sure.
But yeah, I mean, this brought in Bruce Lee to America, and I'll tell you, as a kid, I was floored. I was like, holy shit! You have this guy that's kind of like a boxer type, and he's got the gizmos, and he just kind of stands upright and could like crack your jaw and knock you out. And then you have this like acrobatic guy that's flying around and karate chopping people and kicking them and shit, and it's like, fuck yeah. As a kid, like all my friends, nobody really wanted to be the Green Hornet. They all wanted to be KO. Yeah. And my wife, she remembers the Lone Ranger, and so she says, yeah, I always wanted to be Tonto, like when they would play Lone Ranger and Tonto. Yeah. So anyway, yeah, this stuff actually it has the best of all those things we were talking about. They had the cool car, they had the gizmos, just like Batman. So he had the Hornet sting and the gas gun and all that cool stuff. And even the radio shows are pretty entertaining. But just like everything, it's all very formulaic. So if you saw 1 or 2, you pretty much saw everything they had to offer.
What is that about us as kids, or maybe they just make stuff better now? But I felt the same way about the Spider-Man, the 76 Spider-Man.
Yeah.
67 Spider-Man. And I remember as a kid thinking like it was so amazing and it had all these stories, and then I watched it as an adult and it was nothing but like reuse in the same shot, over and over. Oh man, what a great
the music was awesome in there.
Yeah, swinging through the backgrounds were killer, man. With the moody, really art directed well, but I digress.
But you know why that stuff was good? You know why all that music was good? Because they had, I forget what they were called, like jingle guys, like guys that wrote commercials, and they were hiring those guys to do like these TV themes. So you got like really, really talented guys writing this stuff. So to this day, some of the best opening, like all those TV series, even like the stupid Gilligan's Island theme, is pretty catchy.
Yeah.
And thinking about, I mean, obviously there's memorable theme shows, show themes. But then like you were doing, Graham, the actual music within the show.
Right.
It was more memorable back in the day. Just come to think of it,
Yeah.
They had talent that they don't now.
Great music too.
Yeah. But maybe that's what helped carry it. Maybe that's why there was such good music, is to help carry the other stuff. Because now I watch it as an adult and I'm like, man, I can watch 2 or 3 of these, but then it gets a little.
What's really strange about that is, like Barry Manilow. Not that I'm a Barry Manilow fan.
Hey, there's nothing wrong with Barry Manilow.
I like Barry Manilow.
All right, good.
Yeah, my mother loved Barry Manilow.
Anyway,
Barry Manilow 4 times.
That really?
He writes the songs that make the whole world sing. Art.
That guy wrote jingles.
Yes.
So like the McDonald's, like You Deserve a Break today. Like there's a ton of jingles that guy wrote. So they had guys on that caliber that were writing these theme songs and stuff.
The irony of that song, Dan, he didn't write that song.
Oh, really?
I write the
I write
songs.
songs.
He didn't write
Oh,
it.
the
he
one
did
that I
write that
that
song.
one. Who was that? Like,
I don't remember who the writer was, but I know
Yeah.
it wasn't Barry Manilow.
but he did write Copacabana, though, right?
Yes, he did.
Oh,
okay.
There
That-
you go.
That's
And
a
you know,
very
Aaron
memorable jingle.
Lopresti, Barry Manilow is going to be dead someday, and you're going to say, "I used to listen to his records all the time."
And he was fantastic.
You know what the
That, of
funniest
course, is
Barry-
from
voice.
Stripes.
Really got a
Thank
great
you.
my favorite Barry Manilow thing was there used to be a local radio morning show called Mark and Brian. And
Oh,
so
yeah.
Oh,
they,
I
would
used to
have,
listen to them.
they would do these like little skits and stuff. So they had Barry Manilow on the show. And so they took a drive to a local supermarket. And so then they had Barry Manilow over the loudspeaker singing those songs. And it was fucking hilarious,
Oh,
man.
that's great.
And then he would interrupt and go, "I'll clean up on aisle 13. Yeah, it was hilarious.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah. So
I'd love to hear that.
So also, I want to show you guys this. I have a campaign, so we're kind of like theming this with duos.
Yes.
So Black and White is my dynamic duo here, and
yes.
we launched early yesterday. Well, actually around noon yesterday, and so we are doing quite well for an early launch. So we are. We just got a couple more backers. So we're 11,360. So we are close to that 12K. Let's try to get this thing to 12K tonight. And there's a fantastic video here to entertain you. All right, that shot. Oh, I got to get rid of this. This shot right here is for you, Billy.
Thank you.
I paused too, right for him.
Yeah.
Now,
You
what's
didn't tell
Indiana
me there
Jones
was-
doing in there?
You didn't tell me there was baking in your book.
Love this piece.
Juju has cakes.
For evil to live, black and white must die.
Die.
God, I love comic books. I love comic books. God, it's so freaking
I
cool.
love them.
You know what we do is the coolest thing in the entire world. So Black and White Volume 3, Sins of the Father, is we're approaching our second day here. And I want to thank each and every one of you for supporting this, backing this. We got a bunch of cool stuff. We have the main cover here. And I have to say, and we got some interiors here. We got the high octane, but I got to show you this. This cover right here, cover
Wow.
B, is destroying the competition.
I
in this
have not
campaign.
seen.
Dude, it's great.
This is the first time seeing this art. Wow.
Oh, thank you. Yeah.
Beautiful.
Dude, you got to do that in black and white too. You got to make a black and white edition cover.
Yeah,
of that.
that's what people have been saying.
Yeah.
Let's see that. Let's compare the numbers though. Okay, so the main cover is 16 claimed, and the variant is 28. So I've never had a variant outsell the main cover, and yet here it is. So yeah, you guys, we got the High Octane Adventures is back. This is the Pedro Eng book. He is writing, penciling, inking, and he is killing it. This is my
Love
cover, doing kind of my take
Yes.
on Pedro's style.
It's great.
Oh, thank you. Yeah. So it's a 22-page one and done. High Octane is it's a really fun, general, all ages kind of book. So if you're looking for something cool to share with your kids, this is the book. But you know, you don't have to be a kid to enjoy it. So what the heck? And so we got 4 jaw-dropping covers. So we got the main cover A, we got the B cover, which is cleaning everything up. We got the Carlo Barberi variant C, and I worked with him on Super Sons at DC. So that's the last book I worked on in the mainstream. So just before CG, and so then we're going to announce about the midway point, the mystery man, the mystery artist here for cover D. So I already showed you this. I got to tell you guys too. We have some cool early birds, and so they're selling out. But let me see how many we have left. So the early bird with all 3 issues, 1, 2, and 3, we have, what is that? 8, 9, 10. We have what is that? 22 left or something like that. So that's that. I think we sold out of a few of them. The early bird jam, we have 2 left, and I believe the featured early bird, yeah, it's sold out. And also, if you want original artwork, you guys, these are selling quick. So we sold a few of those as well. And this will be the last part, is add-ons. You guys have been asking about add-ons in the live stream, and there are add-ons. So there are add-ons for the A cover, B cover, C cover, and for the High Octane 2. So you can add those things on in checkout. And I think that covers everything. So Andrew, what do you have next?
Oh, you're going to love this one. I'm going with live action this time around.
All right.
This was a part of my childhood, part of a show. Loved watching it. These guys cracked me up. Who knew one of these actors would go on to big things?
Oh, shit.
Ooh, yeah. Lenny and Squiggy, baby.
Oh, my gosh.
Come on now.
Oh.
Lenny and Squiggy. Screw Laverne and Shirley. Lenny and Squiggy.
Hey, and I remember when this show debuted, and when they first walk in, right, when they first burst into the apartment, you look at before they open their mouths, you look at them and they're like, "Oh my God, is Squiggy like the new Fonz? Is he really tough?" You know, like he came out like a real, and then he just goes, "Hello."
Yeah, you hear his voice, and you're just like, "Oh my God."
Yeah. You remember these 2 guys in used cars?
I didn't see.
Oh
that.
no!
You never saw used cars?
No, I've seen it. No, I've seen it, but it's been forever.
Yeah, they were the 2 tech guys that were putting together the radio system.
Oh, I got to go back and I haven't watched that.
And they were breaking on the satellite because they were going to interrupt the TV broadcast while they were over at the other car lot. And he goes, "These prices are too fucking high."
Now, which one of these guys? You said, Andy, one of them went on to greater things.
On the left.
On the left. Yeah, Michael McKeon.
Yeah,
I don't know who that is.
Spinal Tap.
Other than
Spinal Tap. He was in.
Yes.
He was. Oh my God. Better Call Saul.
Yeah.
I mean, he's been in a lot of stuff.
And he's a big time writer, producer.
Oh, is he really?
Too. Yeah. He's written a lot of stuff.
He's written.
Which one are you talking about?
He was in The Mighty Wind.
Lenny.
Oh yeah.
Yes. He played. What was his name? His last name was Saint Hubbins, the patron saint of footwear in Spinal Tap. That was his last name.
Was it?
Saint Hubbins.
Saint Hubbins, whatever Mitchell said.
Oh, there it is.
Look at you.
Wow. That poster goes to 11, Art.
Yeah. My daughter bought these.
Nigel.
These are like, remember theater used to, I forget what these are called. Yeah.
One sheets.
Yeah. And they used to put them there. And then
what, is it the actor that played Squiggy? Yeah. Marcus said it. Squiggy is dead. That's what I thought. Yeah.
He died?
Yeah.
Oh.
I can't remember his name, but yeah, he passed away a few years ago.
Who played Squiggy?
See, the one thing I remember about this show too is they would do Demolition Derby stuff. Not Lenny and Squiggy, but another one of the characters. I can't remember his name. But the bad guys, I think they were the Malachi brothers, and in the Demolition Derby, each one of the brothers would like back up into you, and it was the Malachi Crunch.
Yeah,
one of those things I remember.
Oh, I remember that.
Yeah.
Man, we got to
Malachi
bring back.
Crunch.
Yeah, we got to bring back the crash up derbies, man. I love those things as a kid. Yeah,
they should do it with
that
midgets,
on Happy's days too, because wasn't it Fonzie's girlfriend, Pinky Tuscadero?
Yeah, and her little sister
like,
Leather.
Oh, yeah, and her sister Leather. Yeah, and
sang. Leather sang. Remember, she was like,
that was Susie Quattro, wasn't it?
Susie Quattro.
Yeah, Susie Quattro for a while.
Yeah. Susie Quattro was kind of Joan Jett before Joan Jett.
Yeah.
Yeah, she totally was like Joan Jett. Maybe that's where Joan Jett had her look from, was from that character.
Leather
Unless
Tuscadero.
Quattro was a real singer, is Leather Tuscadero is she a real singer? Is Susie Quattro?
Yes, Susie Quattro is a real singer.
Yeah.
Oh,
Was. Yeah.
Yeah, at the time.
I
don't know. Go ahead.
No, Pinky Tuscadero, she's too butch, too tough. You know, she was a handsome woman, if you will, right?
Handsome woman.
Oh, like I don't know, I didn't like her.
I didn't like her.
Who,
I need some
Pinky or
softness.
Leather? Pinky or Leather? Which one?
Pinky. Leather was cute, but she tried to act up.
Leather was more butch than Pinky was, wasn't she?
No.
I think
Pull him up. Pull him up.
All right.
All right. Let's see.
Somebody's need to pull him
Because
up.
the one had red hair, right? That was Pinky.
Yeah,
right?
that was That was Pinky Tuscadero.
So I think she was the soft one, actually.
Her face was hard.
Maybe.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
No, let's see it.
I know. I gotta see it too, man. I'm with Andy.
She looks
Aaron
like
just
Fred
agreed.
Gwynn
So
now.
Here you go.
You know that. She grew up to look like Fred Gwynn.
You can share my screen.
Okay. All right. No, she's not that hard looking.
Oh, come on.
Yeah, look at this close. Get the close up
yeah,
right
no,
there.
she's a little. Look at her chin.
Okay. Yeah, look at that.
Oh,
She
that's
looks
not
like
a
she's
bad photo.
40 too.
Yeah. You're gonna take out the fucking garbage, or is it gonna stay in there?
You know what though? Like the thing I noticed.
Yeah, but there's
is
Susie Quattro.
Yeah. She's more butch.
Kids looked
I don't think
older in the old days. Like
Google
I looked
Susie
at my dad's
Quattro
yearbook.
lesbian. See if she's a lesbian.
She is now.
No,
Oh, I have nightmares now.
Now there goes the.
Yeah, actually, she's not as cute as I remembered. So
Yeah, I think it's just youth. She's got the youthful cuteness.
Yeah, lesbian. Let's see if she's a lesbian.
Let's see if she's a lesbian.
Susie K. Quattro.
Yes,
be friends.
all of America wants to know, Billy.
Yeah.
You look at him like that chick's a lesbian.
Oh, man.
You know what? Is Joan Jett a lesbian?
Yeah, Joan Jett is.
No,
Okay.
she's no.
I didn't know that.
Listen to this. I apologize. Married her longtime guitarist Len Tucky in 1976.
Okay,
They
now
had
we're
two
gonna find out
children,
if Joan
but
Jett's
divorced
a
in
lesbian.
'92. She then remarried German concert promoter Rainer Haas in '93.
To Haas.
Haas to Haas. Quattro broke her right knee and left wrist while boating an aircraft in Kiev, Ukraine.
Kev, isn't it Kev?
How's she doing over there?
Kiev.
It used to be Kiev until the war, and now it's Kiev.
That's right.
It rhymes with
Well,
he.
yeah, who cares?
So you have to order chicken Kev now instead of chicken Kiev.
Yeah.
Well, I
Wait
gotta
a
tell you,
minute. Wait a minute. Hang on now. Graham, go back with me to Star Trek Wolf in the Fold.
Yes.
Remember the spirit of Jack the Ripper went through Kiev,
Did he go
Russia?
But that's
Yeah,
how
the
they
computer
said it.
was and pronounced it Kiev.
Oh,
It
wow.
was Kiev up until when? What? When Russia invaded? Wasn't it
But
always
obviously
Kiev?
it
And then
changed by the 23rd century back to Kiev.
Oh, okay. All right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All I know is I didn't get the memo, so I have no idea.
Yeah.
All right, that was
Hold it
good.
up.
That was good. So, Graham, you had it up here. You want to grab your next?
Yeah.
Oh,
Grab
my
your
next one?
what?
Yeah.
Grab his next.
Oh, I thought you said grab his nuts.
Here we go.
wow, Aaron. None of us heard that.
really, Aaron.
Oh.
Yeah, the original dynamic duo.
We're not even trying to hide it anymore.
I knew one of you. I knew one of you old timers would pull them up. So like,
I
how
love
dare
the
you?
Lone Ranger.
Yeah.
Love the Lone Ranger and Tonto. So
I
great.
want to be the Lone Ranger like for next Halloween.
Yeah, it'd be cool.
I dressed
That would
up
be
as him
Tonto.
1 year when I was a
I'm gonna
kid.
make Debbie Pocahontas.
Well, there's a Buffalo connection here because the guy who wrote the Lone Ranger, Fran Stryker, was from Buffalo, and he ended up getting killed about 2 miles from my house.
What?
Wow.
Like,
Yeah, he was in a car
murdered
accident.
or car accident.
Car
He
accident.
died.
Yeah.
Thought maybe the Chinook got him or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know another? Can I tell another Buffalo story, if I may?
Yes.
Well, yeah. go ahead.
In 1903, the population of the wild population of the American bison, also known as the buffalo, was down to like a dozen or so, in all honesty, less than 100 or something.
Yep.
The United States government under Theodore Roosevelt was able to repopulate our bison population, if you will, by sending bison from the Bronx Zoo out west and releasing them into the wild.
Yeah.
Every buffalo today is a direct descendant of the Bronx Zoo.
Well, you know what? What they did, like you said, California, there's an island called Catalina in California.
Yeah.
And it has tons of wild buffalo. So that must have been one of the places they sent them to, because they're just breeding. There's tons of them out there.
That's because they now in California put cocaine on their dicks.
Yeah.
Well, they're plentiful enough that
They can go all night. They can go all
plentiful
night.
enough.
Thank you, Rudy Velez.
But the bison are plentiful enough that restaurants serve them. You
Oh,
know what I
yeah.
mean?
Yeah, you can get bison meat.
Bison
yeah.
burgers, great.
Yeah. I've had bison steaks. They're
Yeah,
good.
there's a place out here owned by Ted Turner called Ted's, and they have a bison ribeye, bison fillet, like bison everything basically.
Nice.
And
Is it a leaner meat? Is the bison?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, and it's
so
very
good.
it's rich and delicious.
There's a sweetness to it.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, you gotta
Have you guys-
be careful how you cook it though, because from 1 minute it'll go from a steak to a piece of shoe leather.
Oh.
I never.
Have
knew
you
that.
guys
I've
ever
never
had-
cooked it.
What is it? Ostrich?
Yeah, I've had
meat?
ostrich.
Yeah.
I've
Yeah,
had
it's
an
all right.
ostrich burger.
Yeah.
If it's walked or flew, I've probably eaten it.
Eating it.
Yeah.
Have you had shark?
I have.
Yes.
Okay.
You've had-
have you had rattlesnake?
Yes.
Yes.
No.
Oh my gosh. Okay, there's got to be something else.
I've had
Rabbit.
alligator.
Rabbit,
Alligator,
goat,
squirrel.
alligator,
Did you eat Peanut the
bug.
squirrel, you bastard?
I've not eaten squirrel.
Alligator's good. I love to go hunt a freaking.
Yeah,
alligator.
Gator's not bad.
yeah.
Yeah, I had gator in Florida. That's not bad.
Yeah. Hey, Billy, if you're gonna go out and hunt gator, I'll join you. I hate those things.
All right.
I love them.
You
I'm
hate
hunting
reptiles.
They're
I hate-
dinosaurs,
you hate
man.
reptiles
Cool.
altogether. I'm
They're
with you
not
on
cool.
that. I'm with you on that, Art. Like
Yeah.
the crocodiles and alligators, they just seem like these soul, like
Dinosaurs?
almost like a death dementor, like
They are
soulless
killing.
eyes.
Yeah,
There's
killing
just
machines.
nothing in there. It's not like you can be a pal with a croc. You know what I mean?
No.
And no offense to your character, Graham. But I'm saying, like in real life, you look at him and there's just like, it's like the blackness of Jaw's eyes. You know the.
Right.
Well,
So,
Oh,
Dan,
well,
what
you-
you're saying
hey,
is if
oh, go
you
ahead.
raise a crocodile in your home from when you can hold it in your hand to
Uh-huh.
full size, it'll probably still eat you and not give a crap that you raised it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
You know what won't though? A squirrel.
A squirrel.
Oh man,
They'll
that
just give you
story-
rabies.
That story, hey,
Raccoon,
that story
Fred.
breaks my heart, man.
Yeah, but
Like,
there ain't no squirrel. There ain't no alligator that could win an election. I'll tell you that.
Yeah. But you know what scared the shit on me, Dan, is when I saw that an alligator could climb a fence. So they're really like big
say
lizards.
that again. Say that again.
There's a
They
picture
can
of one. I saw
climb.
that.
Fences.
Yeah, chain link fences.
Yes, they can grab on,
Are
and
there
then
certain
anything that they
fences
can
that
grab
they
on.
cannot?
Well,
I would
really
assume like
like
a wood fence
Like
because
cinder
there's
block?
nothing to grab onto.
If there's something to grab onto, they can climb it.
Because they got toes. They can stick their toes in the.
Right.
Yeah, yeah.
So do you
yeah,
think, in theory, RT Bear, do you think an alligator could crawl up and grab onto that bartender that I shared earlier?
Probably. There's a lot of purchase there to grab
that-
onto.
Yeah, that's another thing. Like, I don't think you'd hear it coming, right? They just kind of, it's
Oh,
kind
yeah.
of smoothly get in there
They
before
can
you know
move
it.
fast too.
Yes, on land and in
Yes.
the water. And that's also scary. It's like people go, oh, I'm scared of sharks. It's like, yeah, but you have to go in the water. Alligators could come out of the water.
Yeah,
It's true, but you know what? Their opening strength of their jaw sucks. So you
Yeah.
can just do this and they can't open their jaw.
That's not true.
Really?
Yeah,
It
if
is
you hold
true.
them- yeah,
Their
you can-
opening is
It is true.
awful.
You can hold their mouth closed with your hand.
yeah.
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 Are you serious?
Yeah.
Yeah, they
Like,
got
you
nothing
can't
when it
open
comes to the
it,
opening.
forget
It's
about
Oh,
all
they only
crushing.
have crushing power, not opening power.
Yeah.
Right.
That's why you don't just do leg curls. You have to do extensions too.
Yeah. So all those shots where those guys are holding the mouths open and stuff, that's like they can do that because
No, you can't hold their mouth open.
You can't hold it open.
you
No,
can't.
they have the
Okay.
crushing power.
Yeah.
It's the opening they can't really do. That's why you can just wrap duct tape around it.
Oh,
or like
I
Graham
see,
said, you
I
can
see,
pinch it
yeah.
shut.
What
And
Yeah.
about
they can't
those
open it.
crazy croc people that stick their head in a croc? Like,
They're crazy croc people.
They're
Yeah,
idiots.
exactly. They're
Yeah.
I guess I answered it.
Yeah, they feed the shit out of him before it too. So they're like, yeah, I'm not
Well,
hungry.
yeah.
This-
You,
get
you
a
know
nice
what I love? I
stealth.
love the hierarchy of nature. Like you'll see these videos of like these saltwater crocs, and they're sitting by the edge of the water, and this fucking hippopotamus comes right, and he starts walking out of the water, and the croc is looking at him. The hippo just keeps walking. The croc is looking at him. Before you know it, the croc is opening his mouth. Then the hippo opens his mouth, and the fucking croc goes boom,
Yeah,
right back into the water. He's got this 8,000-pound hippo.
Yeah.
And have you ever seen the inside of a hippo's mouth? You want to talk
Yes.
about bite power?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
looks
Oh
like an
my God,
alien
You
in
guys,
there, man.
you
It's
guys ever
crazy.
see that? It's kind of, it's not a meme, but maybe somebody can pull it up, or I can pull it up. But they show a skull, you know, and it
Yes.
shows artist rendition, and it's like this fucking beast from John Carter, right? And it goes
Yeah.
the actual thing, and it's a hippo.
It's
Yeah,
a
that-
hippo.
Yeah, and also the hippos are
Yeah.
fucking crazy. Like
They're
they
the
do
deadliest animal on the planet,
crazy
guys.
shit. Yeah, they'll. I've seen them chase people. Like they're.
I've seen a
nuts.
hippopotamus fart once. It's true.
Did he fart out Ace
It
Ventura?
was the first time I ever got drunk with my dad. My dad doesn't drink a lot, so we were at the San Diego Zoo, and they'll serve you a 64-ounce mug at that zoo. At least then they did. I don't know if they do now, but I mean, it stayed cold. It was so good. But I was pretty lit, and we were watching the hippopotamus habitat when you could kind of watch through the window and see underwater. And dude, this hippo went by and just lit up this like basketball-sized fucking air bubble. And you know, there's also observation up above, and I was just like, they're about to get a surprise, you know.
I
Like,
wonder how bad that smelled when it got to the surface,
know.
man.
yes,
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay. We're gonna do this real quick, and then we'll get back on track. Okay, crazy things you seen at a zoo. All right, I saw two
No.
big ass sea turtles doing the nasty, and I'll tell you, to this day, it still grosses me out. One, it takes those things forever. Like it's like. It takes forever.
Did you
And
sing it the
also,
whole
wait.
time?
Oh hell yeah! And so then the thing is, their shells, they're grinding
Oh,
together, so they're making this horrific sound, and they're like
Ugh.
the male is there. They're like
Just like humans.
Like Democrat, it's like those women that say no more sex anymore. That's what I imagine
Right.
what they.
yeah.
But
So
the turtles look better.
yeah, at least they have their clothes on, right?
Oh,
Have
dude.
you ever seen elephants do that?
no.
Oh my God. You I'm talking this thing, it just grows out of nowhere. And it's like it's just like
It's a
I like that you're
second
going.
trunk.
This thing
The
grows out of
second
nowhere.
trunk. It's a
You're not
second
talking about
trunk.
the trunk, yeah.
it's
Apparently, I go to the zoo for different reasons than you guys.
I have
hey,
one.
this shit just happened.
Well, I had one third grade, the Bronx Zoo our school trip, and Aaron Lepresi. This is the truth. Am I
All
right?
right. I'm
All right.
listening.
We go to see the zebras, and like you, Art and Graham, well, the zebras were fucking, and it's one zebra, and we're like, look at. I remember when the male gets off after he's done banging the female zebra, dude, his dick was on the ground. Long, and then it starts coming up like I guess like the erection.
Oh, like an
It was on the
elevator.
fucking ground, dude. And we're like, what the
my man.
And then poor
Yes,
Billy, when
Mom.
he hit puberty, he's like, this is not.
I'm
working."
like, I
I
want
mean,
to
I know what that feels like. It's awful.
Another
It's
zebra.
awful. There was
It's cumbersome.
There was one trip where a bunch of Extreme Studios guys went to the San Diego Zoo, and we went on the bus ride, you know, with like it's the double decker where you can like observe from up high.
Yeah.
On a single tour, and Norm Ratman may have it on video. Like he was like the videographer back in the day. We had monkeys throwing shit, which was like, you know, kind of a thing.
Normal.
See, I would pay to see that.
Yeah, we saw monkeys throwing shit. We saw a bear just like kind of kicking back and just masturbating.
A bear?
Yes. And then the foulest thing that we saw was like caribou, and one of them was pissing, and there was another one behind it just lapping it up like it was a water fountain.
Oh my God. How is a bear masturbating? They don't have opposable thumbs. They can just.
No, dude. I just showed you the gesture.
Oh.
Keep those claws away. Yeah. Palms only.
Well, I can't beat that. But we were at the San Diego Zoo. We're looking at the rhinos, and there's this huge rock, like this, you know, like this big half circle type rock between us and the rhino. We're like, well, what the heck is that there for? You can't really see. The rhino turns around and pisses like a fire hose out of the back end, and it just exploded on the rock. Or we would have been drenched in rhino pee. So we're like, okay, that's what the rock's there.
It's a backstop, right?
Yeah, exactly.
It's a urinal.
Turn on a fire
backsplash.
Yeah. You know what, Aaron? It's kind of hot in these rhinos. The Ace Ventura joke. All right. Should I share, Aaron, your choice?
Did we skip Graham or did you do it?
Yeah,
Graham?
did Graham go?
Graham
I did.
Lone Ranger.
Yeah, Lone Ranger and Tonto.
Okay, this
That's
is
right.
about as I went off the beaten path. How about Captain Stern and Beezer, his faithful robot
Beezer.
companion?
Oh, that is.
This is from the heavy metal story, of course, because
Yep.
now if you have a look back, you know, the Wrightson art book, there's like several pages in there of like half completed Captain Stern stories that he started in 1978. And then he said he figured the whole Star Wars craze would die out before he could finish it. So he'd just abandoned it. And there're just like some really great pages in there that just never got finished, you know, pencil pages, partially inked pages and stuff. There's like 4 or 5 of them, I think, in the book. Really cool stuff because it was at Wrightson's, like, the height of his artistic endeavors. And I've said this before, this is the last great Wrightson thing he did in 1980 was this Captain Stern story for heavy metal. But what could have been.
Did Captain Stern make it into the cartoon? It did, right?
Yeah, it was in the heavy metal movie, yeah.
Yeah, because I remember the visual of the robot and everything. And then I just remember the Cheap Trick song. I think it was like Reach Out and Take It. Yeah. And I was like, oh, this is so freaking cool, man.
And Hanover Fest.
That's a good soundtrack.
It is a good soundtrack, yeah.
I love the Sammy Hagar heavy metal theme.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
I got to see him a couple months ago in the summer here in the Woodlands play his farewell show, and he did that song for the encore. It was
good.
Awesome.
That's cool.
It was really good. Yeah, it was amazing.
So there you go.
All right.
Nice.
Oh,
Yeah,
I did. There's a Beezer homage in Planet Doom if you're paying attention. So.
Oh my God! Spoiler alert!
This is
Got my hardcover today, Aaron.
I got my
shipping notification.
Thank you, Graham. I appreciate that.
Of course.
This is Planet Doom. Ba 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 da ba ba ba. All right, Mr. Rhyme, Mr. Reason, Mr. Fraga. Boom. What do you got for your second?
All right, don't share it until I.
I'm going to share it right now.
No, don't you dare.
Oh, shit, dude.
Listen.
No
I'm
way.
a private
No
eye,
way.
and I can't go for that.
You did not
I'm
go.
a private eye, and I can't go for that when a rich girl goes one-on-one with a man-eater.
I'm telling you right now. You didn't go there. You did not go there. All right, here you go.
Hey, Sarah, smile.
Boom. Look at that.
Oats, baby.
All and Oats. They hate each other now.
Yeah, I know. Don't they hate each other now?
Yeah, because Daryl is like, I wrote all the songs. I like everything is me, and this guy was like my partner that came along with me. But Oates, at least by his account, didn't really write or do much other than show up and go, yeah. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
So at least that's his take. And then the other guys
You know what
but
his
we're we
real
are Hall
job-
and Oates. Like
Yeah.
we are Hall and Oates. Like you should treat me better than this, like that sort of thing.
Hey, I got a story. This is a true story. Like John Oates, his thing, the reason why Daryl used him is because he would dress up like a cheerleader with pom-poms. And so when Daryl was working, he would do these Daryl cheers.
What?
Well, wait a minute. The guy on the left is gay.
No, he's not.
No, he isn't.
Yeah,
he kind of
Daryl
looks
Hall
gay.
is not gay. No,
Neither of them are gay, but every album cover, Hall & Oates album cover, does look like a
Yes.
gay couple that are mad at each other.
I thought the guy on the left was gay, but the one who looks gay on the right isn't.
Neither of them are gay.
Neither of them.
No,
he just has a porn stash.
Yeah, there's an album cover. I think that they don't have any shirts on, and they might be wet, and they're back to back, and it's shot from like the
Well, there's
chest
one
up.
where they have makeup on, both of them. Look
Maybe
like
that's the one.
women.
yeah.
Well, that's the 80s.
Okay.
They all
Now
did.
let's put all of this fun aside and just appreciate that they were the soundscape of late 70s, early 80s.
You know,
You know what I'm
I get
saying?
it. I hear what you're saying, but I just can't go for that. I've been waiting to try to put that in as soon as he showed the picture.
Yes.
You know what, Dan? Like at Hack Shack Studios, we used to just kind of like busting each other, here on the Bros. But Hack Shack, we would do like, because it gets boring, so people bring in music, right? So we would have like purposefully bring in music that everybody would hate. Right? Like you just wanted to annoy the other guy. And the rule was you had to play the whole disc, right?
Oh, wow.
You had to do it. So it was it could be torment, like for, like however long it takes to play through, an album. And so one of the guys brought in a Hall & Oates album, and it wasn't just one album. It was the greatest hits. It was a double damn disc.
No. Yeah.
What's wrong with that? I would have been like, this is a good day.
Dude, wait, I haven't finished my story.
Oh.
By the end of, or about midway through, we were all like, this is the coolest shit ever. Like we were like Hall & Oates fans after that. Yeah.
That's good.
Yeah.
That's good.
How many singer duos have there been where one guy has all the talent and the other guy's just like a hanger on?
A lot.
Yeah.
Like
Wham.
Yeah, Paul, Simon and Garfunkel.
Yeah,
Is that
that's
right?
right.
But
Yeah.
Art Garfunkel had that great voice, though.
Yeah,
he
he had,
did.
Never
did.
sang Bridge Over Troubled Water, though.
yeah.
But Simon wrote all the songs.
Yeah.
And he proved that he had the goods because he wrote some great songs solo after, the team up. Yeah, the duo broke up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That whole album that he did in Africa was amazing.
What was it
yeah.
called? Graceland. Was it called
Graceland, yeah.
Graceland? Yeah. Memphis, Tennessee.
Yeah, I'm going with
What's the
Graceland.
one that had you can
Chevy
call
Chase.
me Betty and Betty. You
Yes.
can call me-
And
Yes.
and you know that song Graceland, that's autobiographical. I think he just broke up with Princess Leia. And so he was taking his son
I didn't know
just
they
to
were
try
together.
to they were married. And
Yeah.
and
I
tried
knew about Carly Simon.
was getting away, and so they really didn't have a destination or anything, so they just went to Graceland and just kind of tried to get their minds off of what was going on. So that's what the song's about.
Oh, I didn't know that. That's very cool.
Yeah.
That is cool.
Really.
Paul Simon is great. The boxer, like, oh god, that guy is so
Things
freaking
you learn.
Yeah. How about
Yeah.
Kodachrome? That's another great one.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
a silly song, but it's really good. Yeah.
Well, it has no meaning to anybody that's young today.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They don't know what that means.
It's a song
I don't
about
know what it means. What does it mean?
Film.
Kodak.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Kodachrome
Kodachrome.
film.
Yeah.
Me and Julio down by the schoolyard.
The schoolyard
Me and
kids.
Julio down by the schoolyard.
Me and Julio down by the schoolyard.
Schoolyard.
Man.
Schoolyard.
Schoolyard. All right, I got one here for you.
That
guys.
was a good call, and Dan, I almost went McCartney Lennon.
Yeah.
So I'm glad somebody
Oh,
went the deep dive with music. So that was cool.
I should have thought of that one myself.
Yeah.
So Billy, what do you got?
All right. Classic. Great duo. One of the greatest duos of all time. For one of the greatest films of all time, which I actually believe this very might well be Aaron Lepresti's favorite film.
Uh-oh. Is it truly?
Look
Can
at
it
that.
be?
Come on.
Is that Cannonball Run?
Cannonball Run.
Cannonball
Run is
Jr.
awesome,
in Cannonball Run in a Ferrari.
Yeah.
You know, I just realized the Hollywood equivalents to oh my gosh, Jimmy Reyes is what's his name? The
Sammy?
guy Sammy Davis Jr.
Sammy Davis Jr.
Yeah, they're like the same guy.
Hey, Matt Yackey says Loggins in Messina. There's another good
That
one.
was a
Kenny
great
Loggins had
movie,
all the
too.
talent.
Oh,
Yeah, but
he
you're
had the
right.
talent,
You're right.
Yeah.
And they
Anyway,
both
I
sounded
love
very granola.
these guys. This movie is great. What great lines they delivered when he's like, "God is our co-pilot," and he's slapping him. He's like, "Where's he gonna sit? Remember our car? 2 seats." He's slapping fucking Sammy Davis Jr.
Hey Billy, people are questioning your pick here. Crazy Cat says, "I guess Jerry Lewis is chopped liver."
Oh.
Fuck Jerry Lewis, man.
Fuck that
Martin
guy.
and Will.
Hey, I love Jerry Lewis and Dean Martin.
All right, you know what? Then that should have been your pick.
Oh
Hey,
shit!
it was going to be one, but
Welcome.
not anymore.
Hey, is the guy in the background there with the sunglasses? Is that the dude from Karate Kid?
It looks
I
like
think
him,
that's
but I don't think so.
Hal, the director, whatever name is.
Hal Needham.
Hal Needham. I think that's Hal Needham right
So
there.
this is like a behind the scenes kind of
This
shot.
makes me want to go watch this again. Which is
Me
the
too.
one
I haven't
with
seen this
Jackie
in forever.
Chan? The one
What
with
a great
Jackie Chan
movie.
in it, was that
Yeah.
1 or 2? Or
One.
was he in both? One.
He,
Okay.
well, he might have been in both, but he was in
Okay.
one where he gets in a car with Richard Kyle.
Yes. And every time they open the door, crazy music plays.
Yeah. And they've got this like super high tech Japanese car.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's like out of a Godzilla movie.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yes.
He
Well,
drives
what-
at night without
It
any
makes a
lights
funny
on.
noise like
Yeah.
What it is it's a live action wacky races, you know.
It is.
Yeah.
Pretty
You're
much.
right.
Well,
And then
wasn't there an earlier version called Gumball Rally that was like in the 70s?
Oh
that went-
shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And remember Death Race 2000?
yeah, with David Carradine.
Yes.
And Sylvester Stallone.
Yeah.
Was Stallone in that?
Machine Gun Joe.
Oh, very, very young.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah. I remember being young enough that I thought that those cars looked cool in Death Race, and I'm like, they're not that cool now when you look back at them.
Oh, I haven't seen them. I haven't seen them, like since I was a kid, so I can't imagine.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you know what? Certain cars, maybe they're like that. Like I remember really liking the car from the movie The Wraith, but I don't remember. I couldn't describe it other than to say it was sleek and black.
Was that
You know
a
what I
Charlie
mean?
Sheen movie?
I
The
think
Wraith?
so. I think so. It's like like a car that's an alien ship or
Relax.
something.
Relax.
Well, very cool. Good pick. Good pick.
It's all right pick. I don't know. It's the little things that make me laugh.
It's the little things. Yeah, that's what's good about the bros is these are like personal picks. They're not necessarily like the best or whatever. They're just like it's personal.
They
You
are
know,
the best.
Billy, my wife
I
tells
learned-
me it's the little things that make her laugh too. So that's why we're perfect together.
Oh,
You know,
my
I was
goodness.
gonna say
I hear you, bro.
the thing that I like about it is and it's the thing I enjoy the most about our show is I learn a whole bunch, and I not just about the topics, but I get to learn about you guys.
Yeah,
That's cool.
Same, right back at you. So when I saw this movie change my life, this is Star Wars.
This is
the
a
new,
great pick, dude.
the
Yeah,
New
that's
Hope.
an excellent pick.
Yeah, I mean, you got like just this great dynamic. I mean, you talk about Laurel and Hardy, like all the classic, like straight man, and then the comedian type. You have this, and then just to add to it, like R2D2 doesn't talk, like he just makes
Yeah.
sounds.
Tones.
So the humor comes out of like the interpretation, like it's the way 3PO reacts to what R2's saying.
He's so uptight, right?
Yeah, he's like the
Yeah.
English butler,
Yeah.
He's got to stick up his robotic butt.
Well, you can
And,
go that way if you want, but I'm not going that way.
I'm not going there. You go. I don't like you either. Yeah, yeah.
I
Yeah,
am fluent in Bachi in many other languages.
Yeah, I mean, It's perfect, and I think like the what was it, the prequels that Lucas didn't do the history of these two justice. Like they said, oh, it was Anakin's robot, and he was still kind of this protocol droid and stuff. I was like, if you're gonna do that, man, have 3PO have the life, like make him like a bruiser, like a guy that would go out at night and just get into these robot fights or enter into these like death rings, and he just clean up, you know, he'd get in these robot battles and shit, and then go home and just like pretend to be the English butler, you know, just like do some fun shit. But they did nothing like that. It was just so stupid.
Yeah.
But anyway,
remembers anything, you know? It's like, okay, well, Anakin built 3PO. You got this whole freaking universe, and you got this one guy who happens to find his old robot, and he has really no recollection. And Obi-Wan, who doesn't remember that he ever had a droid named R2D2.
Yeah, what's up with that, dude?
Yeah, just it was really lame, and it's so amazing that the same person that, you know, created all this stuff and was writing all of it could miss things like that.
Well, it's because he wrote Star Wars first, and he had no idea what he was going to do, and then he added all that stuff later, and then it's like it doesn't work, you know, because you didn't set it up.
Well, no, he plotted the whole thing out, and then when he realized he was never going to be able to make all of it, that he chose the most action-packed part of the whole outline. So that was that midsection.
Well, he left out a lot of details then in his outline, and they tried to force, you know, round what do they call it, round pegs and square holes, or
retcon, like the whole,
exactly,
like Luke and Leia kissing and shit.
Yeah, I don't think he wrote it all out. I don't. I think he just decided to call it episode 4. I don't think he had a 1, 2, and 3 down.
I think you're right.
He says he did.
What was that Cosby movie, Leonard Part 6?
That's just my opinion.
No, I happen to go along with Billy. I think George may be lying to us.
I think he is. Like again, remember with Leia kissing Luke on the cheek for luck, and he's into her, and then it totally went against everything Star Wars canon. And I think that they had to sit down after Star Wars to make the great Empire Strikes Back. That they're like, George, we got to do this, and then he's probably like, oh, let's do this, let's do that. But I'm with Aaron. I can't see the way he set that up. You know?
Yeah, I think you guys are right. I think because I don't see how you could have missed those things. You know, because we're all like on our 3rd books and stuff, and we've been working with these characters, you know, our own characters for a while now, and it would be like such a major oversight, you know, if we did something like that. So I do know, like one of my favorite just like creative exercises, Mobius's airtight garage, where he clearly didn't have a destination. He was just kind of doing installments and seeing where it would go.
Really?
You know, it's kind of
I didn't know that about that.
It's kind of like improv, you know, where it's like yes and, so you just kind of keep things going.
How fun would that be?
That's what I did with Chrono Mechanics. Chrono Mechanics was crafted that way because I didn't have a publisher. I didn't have anything. I just wanted to draw and do what I wanted to do. And so initially it was kind of just creating as I went. And I think I kind of had they would finish the job, you know, because they're repairmen. But other than that, I really didn't have, you know, the trajectory. And it's a lot of damn fun. But you watch the airtight garage, there's like these cars that come out of nowhere and they're driving across the desert. Like there's all kinds of weird shit.
Oh yeah, like old vintage cars.
Yeah.
But then there's like people floating in the desert, just floating.
And you know what's cool about that is it's iconic imagery. So he's kind of just creating imagery versus like the written word and the plot and all that other stuff. So I still enjoy that stuff because don't read it as like, oh, this is an interesting story. Just read it as like, this is just cool visuals and just see where everything
like
goes.
A stream of conscious, you know.
Yeah, and I think like Travis Charest's Space Girl is like that, you know, where he's just doing he's just doing installments and putting them up. I don't know if he's still doing those or not, but those were always fun to see. All right, you guys. Well, I think we're all prepared to do a third round, but we're going a little long here. So we each have our campaigns. So we all have great IPs, you guys. They're all worthy of looking at and backing. So in order, let's go Andrew Smith. What do you got, Andrew?
Well, of course.
Cordrath,
The Awakening, guys. Picked up some new backers last night. Thank you guys very much for that. Appreciate it. Let's keep it going. Closing in on 55,000. All righty then. Hello, like Squiggy says. Let's do it, guys. Cordrath and Adriana are back to save the Shattered Reach from the evils of Vordoom, the Necronite Lilith. For fans of Conan, Game of Thrones, Dungeons and Dragons, guys, go check it out. Multiple covers to choose from. Cover A by myself and Dandy Dan Lawless. Cover B is all me, colors and everything for the homage cover. Bud Root and Dan Lawless kicking it out of the park again. And Irene Strakalski did a nice cover featuring the ladies, Adriana and Lona fighting. Preview pages. Click on the link, which I'm assuming is in the description, but I see it's in the chat now.
No, it's in the description as well. Yeah.
There you go. And take your time, peruse through it, pick what you like, and go back. Cordrath, thank you very much.
Indeed, you do. What do you got, Graham?
Well, I've got Escape from Monster Island. This is the third part of the Monster and final part of the Monster Island trilogy. We just added the Trump Commander-in-Chief cover. It's limited to 500 copies, and we have sold 167. So, there's still time to get them. There's 2 more days left in this campaign. So if there's something you want in here, like whether it be a CGC book or any of the original covers here, or if you haven't read any of the Monster Island books, you can also get, where is it?
The back issues, yeah.
Yeah. So here we go. The Monster Island trilogy deal. Yeah. So you can get Monster Island, Return to Monster Island, and Escape from Monster Island.
Excellent.
If you back to the framed versions from the previous campaign, you can get the third one as a framed cover so that they all match.
Oh,
nice. So there you go. There's commissions too. Again, there's 2 days left in this. Get on it. And for those who've backed already, I want to thank you for making this a very successful campaign.
Yeah. And once again, you guys, this is in the description. The great Graham Nolan, Escape from Monster Island. Yeah, the wrap up, as they say. So, Mr. Wraith of God, Aaron Lepresti himself.
Yeah, tonight is the closeout. Look at that, 6 hours left. Everybody says, are you going in demand? I go, well, you have to wait and see. It happens at midnight, I guess. But yeah, so tonight is the closeout stream. So please back if you haven't done it. Those of you who have backed, thank you very much. Appreciate it. This is Wraith of God 3, where the Wraith and Esther face off with an old nemesis of his and an old nemesis called the Headless Horseman. So there's a lot of old nemesis coming back from the past that they have to deal with in this particular graphic.
But if there's more than one, is it Nemesis?
Yeah, I think it's Nemesis.
I think it's Nemesises.
Could be.
Wasn't that
not
the
his book? That's
Wraith of God.
There's Nemesises in Jimmy's book.
Wraith of God and Nemesises.
Oh yeah, Jimmy's ripoff book will be the Nemesises. Yeah.
You got 4. I'll do this real quick. 4 covers,
and it'll be better.
That's right.
Whoa, no, it won't.
This is oft nominated, never won an award book. So Wraith of God Fear Hall, there's A, there's cover B, there's cover C, and cover D. If I were you, I'd get all 4 of them. Lots of good stuff on this campaign. Check it out. Still 6 hours left, so get in there and back if you haven't done it already. Thank you so much.
Yeah, let's get that to 70K before the closeout.
Gotta get that to 70.
Yeah, it's a nice round. Yeah, it's a nice round number, 70K, you guys. So Wraith of God 3, Fear Hollow is in the description. And thank you, Wrenchers, for putting these things in the chat here. Randy, I don't think, is Frankenstein still in demand, Graham?
Oh, yeah. Yep.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, Joe Frankenstein 3 is still in demand. Anthony Gonzalez Clark is halfway through it now. He's got over 30 pages done.
Okay.
So yeah, we're
I just
spinning
wanted to
around.
clarify. Yeah, clarify for the chat. All right, Dan Frega, what do you got, Mr. Black Flag?
I have Black Flag.
Yeah,
If you
you
want
do.
to share my screen,
I do want to share your
Have you
screen.
seen a doctor for that?
I do. I have seen a doctor for
Rub
that.
some cocaine on it; it'll be fine.
Oh,
put some
there we
cocaine
go.
That's like blow a fatty.
This is Black Flag. It's all a culmination of all the things I enjoyed as a kid, all mashed into one coherent story. Kind of not in the way, kind of a little bit in the way that Art the Bear talks about, where you create situations where you can do any sort of situation you want. But this one was designed that way, in that I have options of going to space or inner dimensions or threats here on Earth, and you're going to see a bit of all that with Black Flag. So check it out if you haven't. Working away on it. And lastly, I'd like to say Art the Bear just launched yesterday. Black and White 3: Sins of the Father.
Wait, Dan, are you shadow banned?
Yeah, I've been shadow banned.
Oh, okay. Because
Hey,
I just typed in the.
Hey, Dan,
Yeah.
say it again. Say it again. You got the spotlight.
Oh yeah. Hey, are you gonna clip this? You should clip it. Hey,
Exactly.
it's Frigga Boom. Art the Bear, the man, the legend, has his third installment of Black and White. It's called Sins of the Father, and they've got new challenges, including the mysterious Juju. If you haven't checked it out, you need to check it out now.
Yeah. So somebody grab that. That was beautiful. That was beautiful. Yeah. Thank you so much, Daniel Frega.
Yeah, Dan, I want to tell you, because Graham, as you mentioned, because I was just looking it up too, and you are shadow banned. But what did show up is Jimmy Reyes' next comic called Black Flagging.
That is a wonderful.
Wait, Billy, come on! You didn't say the name right. It's Big Black Faggot.
Big Black Flag-it.
Flag it.
That's what I said.
No, that's not what you said.
No, that's what I said.
You said.
Shut up, Art.
Go to replay.
We love you, Jimmy. We love
go
you.
to
Jimmy.
replay. That would be amazing if there was like a where it could just go back 5-10 seconds.
Yeah, and in slow mo too.
Yeah, Black.
Don't give anybody ideas, they'll clip it. The next thing you know, it'll be slow mo.
With drool coming out, cocaine on your penis.
Oh.
Well, Billy, it's your time. You're up.
Yeah, I share my screen. We have our new book. Oh, She Gatecrasher, the preview page. I'm gonna be blasting everything tomorrow. Sending press releases out, updates, all that. She Gatecrasher opens this Friday. We launched on Ethan's stream. Oh, God bless. Thank you. And we're building the page right now. We're building 2 pages, the Kickstarter and the Indigo, so it's not quite done yet. We're a little bit behind. But it's a 4-color epic adventure where a trapped she battles her way through comics history, decades, and genres, featuring Brian Pulido's Lady Death and the world's greatest public domain characters. But I don't know if I want to say that. So here's the thing: we got an awesome cover by Rini. We've got Rob Liefeld, waiting for the reveal for that. Mike
What?
Oh, it's colored now. Nice.
Oh, I like that. I like that.
Everybody Charleston.
I like that.
Oh my God, the black and white on the characters is fantastic.
Billy, that's the what do you call that person? The naval male back there.
Yeah, that guy.
Yeah.
And I say, but who is that silhouetted sailor?
That's what I'm saying.
I'm sure
I
you
can't really
no more.
No,
yeah, or as
you'll have
said,
to blow me down because I can't figure out who that is.
Yeah. And as they said in what was that?
Blow me down with cocaine on it.
Singing in the rain. I can't
and
stand them.
Yeah, for some reason. Yeah, for some reason, I'm really hungry for some. What does he eat?
Spinach.
Yeah,
man, spinach is awesome.
Spinach is awesome.
Who covered that, Billy?
Brian Miller.
Wow, he did a great job.
And Billy,
really good.
Hey, Billy, chef's kiss to your signature there.
Thank you.
Yeah, after Walt Disney. Yeah.
That was my signature in high school. Actually, it's a signed thing. Stan Sakai is a graceful. We have a Usagi Yojimbo and She for the first time ever meeting.
That's cool.
That's awesome.
And then saving it for last, Art.
Yo.
Bear. Look at that. That's got to be a fucking poster. Thank you, Artemis.
No
That is
problem.
Artemis
Yeah,
Prime.
that is really cool.
Yep. So we are going to launch on Friday, maybe at 7:00, and then we could be streaming for the launch, and then maybe we'll watch the fight while we're streaming and go through the punch by punch, blow by blow description of Tyson beating the shit out of that numbskull.
Hey, Billy, over on
Yep.
the side, it says She Gate Crasher Rough Cut. Can I see
Yep.
that?
Yep. That's
That's his
Can you
sketch.
click-
His
can-
layout.
no, but can
that's
you
our
click
Rough
on
Cut
it?
edition. Yep.
Yeah,
back
no,
by
I want,
Tyson
but
Man.
sell it to me, man.
Dude, this is my original rough. So it's 48 pages minimum of the rough draft of the first draft of the script with word balloons and everything, of course, and my raw pencils, black and white, raw.
Rubbed with
Dude,
cocaine.
I can't.
Oh,
that's
come on,
really
Big
Aaron.
enough.
That'll keep you up.
Yeah.
And it's so I love this. It's a lot of fun. So we're gonna do a cool first 24-hour thing where everyone gets a big sticker, vinyl sticker. We're gonna have a lot of fun with this book. It is a blast.
That
again,
page right there. Wait, go
It's
back.
so
That
cool to
page right
see
there. That is awesome.
the preview of the build, man. This is really neat.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
see
Yeah,
the
it's
character on the bottom, which we're loading. It's She teams up with a character called Ran, which was my original concept idea for She. And she's the one
So
on the
wait,
bottom.
you're talking bottom left, right?
Like the
No,
Kurosawa.
bottom center right here. You see my mouse at all?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's She, but then bottom left.
That's Ran.
me-
That's She.
Yeah, yeah. 'Cause
That's
that's
the
Phantom
bottom.
Lady, isn't
Yeah,
it?
Daredevil.
Phantom Lady, Daredevil.
Daredevil, Black
uh,
Black
Terror,
Terror.
Yeah,
Miss Fury,
and
Captain Underpants.
Captain Underpants.
Captain
So we're
Underpants.
talking to a bunch. See, the whole thing kind of ends when I get into business. So again, friends with Stan Sakai. I want to reach out to Rob and see, Rob, you want to put one of your characters in? We'll do a character
Hey,
swap.
who drew this cover, Billy?
Rini. This is Rini Strakalski.
Yeah.
Holy shit, man!
Isn't that great? Isn't that beautiful?
Yeah, it's really good.
it's
So we're having a
fantastic.
lot of fun with this book. It's a blast, dude. We have Aaron LaPresse here. You ready?
Yes.
Where is
Okay,
he?
there you go. We have. Let me move it over here so I can read it. It's bigger.
Oh, I thought you were teasing that Aaron did a cover. For
No.
this.
Starting in 1938.
Billy
And-
never asked me to do anything. No, it's fine.
Dude, I would love it. None of you guys are all busy. Come on. I would love for you guys. I think we should all do covers for each other.
We still have to do a jam piece.
Yeah,
I
definitely.
know.
Yep. So I have She Gatecrasher takes the reader on an amazing adventure across comics' incredible decades, trends, and genres. A funny book fantasy that sees Anna and Ran encountering war, westerns, horror, apes, Nazis, space vixens, superheroes, romance, robots, dinosaurs, commies, cartoons, crime, bad girls, zombies, and even the seduction of the innocent.
Ooh.
So it's scripted by my great friend, all of our great friend, J.C. Vaughn.
JC.
Yeah.
Yep, Jeff is writing it, and
man.
it's so much fun because every page is different as she goes through like all the, and I've done
That's cool.
10 pages so far.
It's a
but
great
they'll all be
idea.
colored and they're not ready yet. So in a few weeks we'll be popping. Everyone's busy. It's crazy. Trump becomes president. Everyone's busy.
Yeah. What are you gonna do?
What are you going to do? Yeah. Hey, you guys, click the link. Well, actually, there's a sign-up page, right? There's a pre-launch page.
There is a pre-launch page. It should be in people are posting it. Again, you guys will all
Yeah,
see it.
Randy
I'll
posted
post it. Thank you, Randy. If you guys could sign up, you get some cool details about like when we launch, because a lot of these books are also limited because we're trying to set our print runs. We're saying this book is coming out in May, but we're reaching for March, early March to get it.
Very cool. Yeah, and you guys, all of the links are in the description as well. So this is the reason for the season right now. So this is Black and White, Sins of the Father, Volume 3. And here's the video real quick. I just love this thing. Phil Diaz put this thing together.
Great video.
Nice.
Great job, Phil.
Good stuff, Phil.
I like the beats. I like the music. It all really fits the the concept.
The tone
Yeah.
takes.
Got to pan up slower on that shot.
Yeah, you gotta slow that up. Slow your roll there, bro.
There you go.
Boom.
Yeah, you guys, we are celebrating 30 years. 1994 is the debut of Black and White. Dan was there, Extreme Studios, where it all began. So can you believe it, Dan? It's been 30 years.
I can't. In fact, I hung out this weekend with our mutual friend Larry Stucker.
Oh, cool.
He's up in Tennessee, and like two of his sons were there, and I was talking to one of them, and I said, "Oh man, how old are you now?" And he's like, "Oh, I'm gonna be 27 in in January," and I was like, "No, you're not." You know what I mean? Like, because when I remember when we were working on the Generation X annual '97, Carrie, his wife, was pregnant with him. So I was there every day. And I remember when he was born, and like, so it just, that shit, sometimes it rocks your world. Like,
Dan was like, I changed your diaper, little boy.
Yeah. I remember because his wife worked at Disney. She was one of the Disney characters.
Yeah.
And so we went there one year, and the little guy was in a stroller. I remember pushing him around. And so now he's 27, huh? And
and he looks he looks exactly like Larry, except he's 6'5".
Larry's a pretty big guy too. And I want to say the wife was pretty tall as well.
Yeah, Carrie's tall.
Yeah, you got to watch out. You can't say she's big. You got to say tall. Yeah,
she is tall.
Yeah, but yeah. So you guys, this is we launched noon yesterday, and we are doing very, very well. I want to thank each and every one of you. We got the main cover here, Sins of the Father. We got some interiors you guys can check out. We got the High Octane Adventures. So this is the follow up. So we got a second one of those. Pedro Eng is the penciler. And then we have 4 different covers. So we have A, B, and C, and then we are going to announce D about midway through the campaign. And it's going to be big. It's going to be big, you guys. And so if you want to see some of the artwork a little bit closer up and bigger than life, here we are. This is B, and this is C. So also, you guys, come by, check out all the stretch goals we have. So the stretch goals work. Once we get to a certain amount, then you get whatever is there for free. So 35, if we hit that total, then you get a trading card. 45, you get the 30th anniversary sticker, and so on and so forth. So I want to thank everybody for keeping Black and White alive for 30 years. It's kind of been on and off. There was quite a hiatus in between, but it never went away. I would do shows, conventions, things like that. You guys would still bring up those Black and White, the original trilogy to me to sign. And I always thought that was cool. And you guys would ask, when is it coming back? So for all those people, it's back. And we got Sins of the Father 3, Volume 1 and 2 are also available. So you can catch up in the tiers as well. And we just added add-ons. So you guys were asking about that. And also, we still have a few of those early birds. So if you want to save yourself a little bit of cash, get those early birds, get in there. And back today, Black and White Sins of the Father, Volume 3. So on that, thank you. On that note, I would like to thank you guys. I've had a hell of a time. This was the best night I've had in probably 2 or 3 weeks. So I do appreciate it, man. It was great.
We love you, man.
Yeah, I love you, buddy. Hey, Art, can I just share? Can you share my screen once? Because I had my third one. This is a dynamic duo right here, man.
Oh yeah.
Oh, I was actually going to pull up Trump and Vance.
Yeah, I thought about it too, but Trump and Elon Musk, man. Thank you guys.
Well,
Thank
did
you to
did
two
you
men.
did you guys see my posts about the that Pete Hegseth
I did.
No.
is a nominee for Secretary of Defense?
No.
Yep.
He-
And,
that's
and
that guy that we watched last night on the Kings. Is that the guy?
He's from Fox
No.
and Saturday. Pete, he's a combat veteran.
he's on Fox News, or
Yeah.
he's on the
Yeah,
Fox.
yeah.
Oh, that's
And Ramaswamy and Musk have been appointed to co-chair the new Department of Government Efficiency.
That's
Nice.
You know one thing, I mean, Trump. Oh, sorry, I didn't mean that. Trump is announcing all kinds of cool things, and one thing, it just kind of went out there, but it meant a lot to me. He's going to try to bring down the credit card interest rates.
Yeah.
Yep.
He said 10%, and I'm telling you right now, 20. There's 20 and plus for these. They are killing people, young people. These credit cards are destroying people.
Mm-hmm.
So I think when I heard that, I was like, oh, fuck, that's brilliant. That one single thing, if he can pull that off, it's going to make a huge difference. One, it's going to stop these families from going under, but also it might start bringing more money into the marketplace. So people will have more money to spend and things like that. So we can kind of build the economy up that way. I'm telling you right now, man, I'm so damn hopeful that all this stuff comes to fruition.
Yeah, he's talking about his reciprocity law between the states for your right to carry. Yeah, if you have a concealed carry permit in any state, you should be able to cross all state lines with it.
Yeah,
that's
I
right.
think that's good. That's good.
Hey, Art, share my screen for the last big one. Hopefully this goes
through. Shit.
His lawyer here, Alina Habba, for press
the heck?
secretary.
I thought she wasn't wearing anything up there. That's a very
wait a minute. That was his lawyer?
Yeah, this is Alina Habba. Yeah.
Habba.
Press secretary right here.
You know what? Trump doesn't.
Is that announced or is that hopeful?
That's a hopeful.
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay.
I love Pete Hegseth for.
So it says that she's the front runner. So
what's he got for Tulsi?
She has not been announced yet. Hey.
Yeah, this thing is really, really cool. So you guys, this is limited. Go to Monster Island. The tabs are in the description, and back this bad boy right now. Even if you already backed Escape, is it Escape?
Yep.
Escape to Monster Island, you can add this on. Is it as an add-on? Can you get it as an add-on as well?
No, it's because it's limited to 500. So
okay.
But everything else is an add-on. So if you're going there for the first time and you buy this cover and you want to get into the other covers, they're add-ons.
You can add those on. Very, very good. So it's very limited. So that's why I wanted to show that as a parting shot. You guys are the best. Thank you. I need the laughter and everybody in the chat. You guys are the best. Thank you so much for supporting us, the bros, and everything else. We all have YouTube channels. So if you haven't subscribed, please do so. And hit that bell for notifications. And who's next?
Billy is.
Billy.
Yeah.
All right. So we're gonna see you next week on Billy Tucci's show. And you guys have a brilliant night. Thanks again. And take care.
Bye.